Replicon Radio. Replicon Radio. Talking shit with the juggalos on Replicon Radio. Give it a listen. Don't be a bitch. Replicon Radio. Yeah. This is Replicon Radio.
If you would like to be a proud sponsor of Replicon Radio, shoot us an email to repliconiswatching@gmail.com. More information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hot diggity dog. Bing, 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 bing.
Monday.
Hello, everybody.
So good to me.
What up? What up?
Yeti.
Hi. There we are. What's up, y'all?
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing tonight? We are live up in this mother.
Deuce in the coach.
Bro, shout out to YouTube already. We got Lazy Lies in the building. Larry Wallace in the building.
Larry Law.
Huge shout out to Joe Rhodes for becoming a member on YouTube.
That's what's up.
We appreciate the hell out of that.
Shout out to House of Id.
And the House of Id.
Joe Rhodes.
I don't know how you're a new member because you remember before.
Maybe renewed it. Maybe last.
Oh, because we got.
Oh, that's right. We did get canceled.
We were canceled for a while.
They slapped our hands.
Forgot about that.
No reason.
We lost all of our members. We didn't really talk about it.
Oh, and then we forgot.
But it was a thing.
Yeah, we lost.
We were canceled for a while. We were like Eminem.
Fuck Eminem.
But we're back.
Back
again. So we appreciate the membership.
Hell yeah.
We are not live on Facebook tonight. I don't know why. Ask Zuckerberg.
Yeah, good job, Zuckerberg.
Because he a bitch.
What's up, Tigger King of Fam in the hip?
That would be cool if there was an option to like make it go live like after we've already broadcast the
Kick that bitch
stream.
in the throat.
Yeah.
Like just search around on there, see if there's a way to like maybe check a box or something and be like, oh no, we're live on Facebook. I don't know if we can, but that would be cool if that would be an option. You would think that would be a smart thing to do, is be able to switch streams while you're broadcasting.
Yeah. I mean, I can go back, but it's not working. Like, it didn't work yesterday. It didn't work 6 times today. Like,
I know.
It's just not working
I know.
for some reason. But we are live on Instagram, just cause.
Oh, nice.
Yep.
Instagram. What the fuck is Instagram?
Well, we're live on it. That's all. That's it. That's all.
Sweet.
That's all you need to know.
I'm going to download that shit.
That's what's up. Makes me hungry.
If you don't follow us on Instagram at Replicon_radio.
That's fucking cocksucker.
Matter of fact, there's a whole banner down the bottom. It's not there.
Banner. There it is.
Look at that banner.
Read that one. But yeah, thanks for being a member on YouTube.
Thank you for being a friend.
Helps out a lot. If you really want to help us, you can also join our Patreon.
Hey.
You get to be a part of our Discord. You can have 24-hour access to at least me and sometimes the other guys. They're in there. You can talk bad about them.
Yeah.
And the rest of us will laugh.
I'll see it in 6 months.
Yeah.
I'll see it eventually.
Or you can buy merch. You can do lots of things to support us.
No, I think that I got the notifications turned on now.
And then
I
I'll
popped
call
in
you
there
a
the other day,
cocksucker.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've been trying to pop in there more often because I had to log into it and on my phone again. And
Motherfucker, don't lie.
well, when we were doing the AI thing,
You ain't got to lie.
when we had Zitron, we were talking about the AI and we had to go on the Discord, so I had to log in and it turned on all my notifications again. So I was like, okay, all right, I guess I'll pay attention.
So yeah, we have it's like a secret. You guys didn't even know we had a Discord.
Yeah.
Because it's
Yeah, I actually went in there while you were talking about the things that you're working on.
hockey
That
jerseys.
that you put in the Discord. I had to go in there and see if you put the pictures in there because I didn't look at it.
Oh no, I didn't.
Yeah.
I just asked if people would be interested. We got to get the interest first. I mean, while we're talking about things that help,
Wait,
check
Larry
out Draft
Walls,
Top.
Larry Walls' mom has been called boring on whose show?
What?
I don't know.
Oh, has been called.
Oh,
Bring
my mom has been
on
called
their show.
Bring on the Show.
Oh, your mom's been called. Where's she at?
I don't know what it means.
Hi,
Did
mom.
He called her mom. He called his mom. That's what you're supposed to do. Is call your mom.
My mind went in a completely dark.
My mom texted me after I got here.
I was like, she finally got the call for the transplant. That pager
Did
went off.
ever let you in, honey?
That beeper went off.
Go to drafttop.com. Use promo code drafttop10. Save 10% off your product.
That would be a hell of a draft can over there.
I'm gonna try it.
Oh, on
Yeah.
the big old Mountain Dew boy.
Big ol'- It'll work. It works on any standardized can, sized can, like width wise.
Also, if you're into energy drinks, check out w.gg.
Dibby.
Use promo code Replicon Radio for 10% off.
Dibba.
I don't think that's gonna fit.
Oh, it's got a bigger mouth.
It's bigger up here.
Yeah.
It's only 12 ounces.
Maybe. Well, they're gonna have to come out with a new.
I should
product.
email them.
Yeah, email and be like, "Hey, sir, we were
Does
trying
it
to
fit?
show-
On, is that
24
are
ounce.
tall cans that all like that?
Yeah. They
You
are,
should
yeah.
email them and be like, "Hey, man, you made us look bad on our show.
Right.
We're trying to help you, man.
Trying to show motherfuckers we can open up any can, but we
Any
can't.
can't do it." So I guess that means that you can't really open a skinny can either. 'Cause
What's
those
the
are
duck emojis? I don't even see the duck.
all the way at the very
That's
top.
all the way at
It
the
was the
top.
first. You put it on the screen.
Okay.
See, he'd be putting comments on the screen. Don't even.
That was
realize
so
it.
long ago.
Like it was. How long? We ain't even been live 7 minutes.
That's 47 minutes ago, bro.
7 minutes.
47 minutes ago.
The first thing you do is hit that.
Whatever.
you're
Tonight
like,
on the show, we got the homie Yeti, your 2023 producer of the year. He was on for the awards. It was the first time we got to meet him. It was really short because we had 47 other people on that night.
yeah, that was a
True.
good show. That was a good show.
It was a great show. That was the first time we did this, wasn't it? Or like the second time, maybe?
It was
I
one.
think we did it like 1 week before to like see if it worked.
Yeah, it's like, hey, does this work?
Does this work? Cool. Let's get 47 people on next
Yeah,
week.
this is gonna work. I think we had a couple weeks under our belt at that point when we went on there.
Yeah. So we're gonna learn more about him tonight. And
Yeah.
apparently he has a huge announcement.
Ooh,
I don't
like
even-
those.
I don't even know what it is, but it's huge.
We like those. You know what we don't like when people come
Tonight
on
he's
here and say
coming
they
out
got
the
secrets
closet. Oh,
that
no,
they
I'm
can't
just
talk
kidding.
about.
I'm just kidding.
I don't even know what you said.
I said tonight he's coming out the closet.
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
oh shit.
He's
I
coming
mean,
out
you
the
never know.
closet. He's coming out the closet.
You never know.
He does understand that we are clowns around here. We do like to joke around. We talk a little bit of shit out of fun, right?
When I'm clowning.
Well, he gonna find out.
He knows now.
Well, we gonna find out.
he knows now.
I mean, I know he's tuned into at least 2 whole episodes.
We're the most unprofessional professionals
So he
you're gonna
should be
come
used
across.
to it.
God damn it!
We don't really know him like that to be fucking around with him. Like
Oh, I don't care. That's how
We don't know
introduce
anybody.
ourselves.
He's a young. He's a young. He's a
Well,
young
that's how
fella.
it's a weed out. It's a weeding out process. All right. If you
Well,
can't get
true.
past the busting balls part, then we can't be friends. That's
But
it.
he is a young fella.
I'll back off.
Is he?
Yeah, he is a young fella. So.
I know how to talk to the youths. Look at him.
That's not
Leave
true.
down there.
That part is not true. He does not know how to talk to the youth.
I
No.
know how to talk to the youth.
The fact that you even said that you know how to talk to the youth.
All right.
Holy shit. But we're gonna
Hello, my fellow teenagers. Hey.
Yeah, they're fucking
He's not that young.
No, I just
Fucking
know to stay
21
away from
Jump
any
Street.
slang lingo.
+2.
yeah.
3.
It's like 'cause I don't say with the right dialect
no
that
cap,
they
bro.
do.
No cap.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk to younger people probably better than you could. No offense, by any means.
You
But
do know I got like 30 nieces and nephews, right?
Facts. Dead boomer, man.
yeah, but they're.
I feel like it, dude.
I like that.
Yeah, but they're like young.
No, my nephew just graduated high school.
No, it was
this
like
weekend.
15.
Well, no, Danny, his
okay.
brother. Yeah, he just graduated.
Yeah, Noah's what? Is he
He's
15
like
now?
15 or 16.
Something like that. I know he's really into boxing.
Yeah. Oh,
He
yeah.
like beating that fucking bag up in the room, boy. That's funny.
Yeah.
He's getting good though. He's getting good.
I told him like because they put him in wrestling and he wasn't doing so hot, and then I was like, well, why don't you switch to boxing? Like do boxing. Because if you're gonna get CTEs, just do something that you're good at, you know, like or do something that you're passionate about. And I talked to my dad about it because they kind of like watch him halftime.
Yeah.
And I was like, you know, I think he would benefit for that a lot more than doing a wrestling event that he doesn't.
Now, was he doing like wrestling classes, or they just throw him into wrestling at school to see if he liked it or not? Because that's a whole different thing. I mean, I know there's practice, but
I can't remember how
he also had to be taught how to wrestle too.
I mean, obviously he made the team and all that stuff. They had practices and stuff like that. Like it's a whole.
I know, like when we were younger, we learned on our brothers and friends and shit. You know, that's how we learned to wrestle. I mean, not the same for everybody. I don't know, you know, if he wrestles with his brothers or sisters or whatever.
No, they just argue and scream at each other a bunch.
Yeah, see, that ain't fun.
But I mean, you know,
I'm not leaving. I'll just be right back.
Okay,
BRB.
Thank you. You know, he's not leaving the house for.
I will lock him out.
I just gotta see what's going on with the Instagram feed. Apparently, it's weird.
Well, by his words, it said it's shitty.
Oh, that's in the other chat, huh?
I hate that I can't remove him because he instantly removes me the second my screen goes off.
Yeah. As soon as you go, he's like, boom, fuck you.
Like it's almost an insult. Like I'm like, dude, like because it pulls up a little icon on there.
Oh yeah, he is on it.
Yeah,
Okay.
see, like it pulls up a little icon. So like I would change it and all that stuff. I'd put up a little funny image or something like that. And
he'd wipe it out.
He would just wipe it out immediately. Like, dude, you know how much of the show I ignored to figure that fucking photo out?
Right? Just trying to take a damn picture.
Like, God damn it, I was just trying to make people smile when they saw my little block. No, he can't.
Ooh, I think that was a bad idea opening this.
Is that malt? That's probably malt. Yep, malt beverage at the bottom.
Yeah.
Yep.
It sure is. That's probably a bad idea.
I think malt should be illegal.
Why?
Because it's fucking terrible.
Fuck you, man. Then I wouldn't be able to drink my fucking Old English. That's a fucking malt beer too. Or a Colt 45. Fuck you.
No, not malt beer, malt liquor.
Oh, the hell no, man. No.
Get rid of the malt liquor.
No, because you'd be getting rid of like you'd be getting rid of like peach schnapps, blueberry schnapps. You'd be getting rid of like all the fucking schnapps.
I don't know. Is schnapps a liquor? A malt?
No, I think that's more like the Kahlua.
I'm thinking of like the Mad Dog 2020.
Oh hell no!
And
you trying to take my childhood away? Fuck you, dog.
Dude, man, it's so like. Have you ever got drunk on malt?
You gotta get the purple one.
Like a full on like.
Yeah, when I was 15, dude, bro.
Yeah, you felt like garbage. Do it as an adult.
We had fun.
Do it as an adult, and you'll realize why it should be fucking.
We had fun.
It's fucking. Oh man, anytime I ever drank on like a heavy malt liquor, it is like it just makes me feel like TV static. Fucking hate it. It's so gross.
It's good.
And talk about a hangover. That shit'll fuck you up.
Yeah, I just clean this.
Yeah, I usually just run water on mine after a night of drinking or the next day. I usually hit it with some water. Try to keep a towel near it.
Yeah, I wiped it off last time I used it, but shit gets up underneath there.
Oh, dude, mine gets soaked.
So you definitely got to soak it in some hot water, some hot soapy water.
Oh, I just run water on it. I'm just talking about it gets soaked in beer, and I just Yeah.
Then when you poke, then it gets shit right here.
You know, I don't know if I've squeezed those and did it, but mine's also gray, so like it doesn't stand out as much.
Yeah. Oh, but yeah, that one shows everything.
Yeah.
Y'all are gonna see my finger up close.
Boop.
Because I had to flip back and forth because we're on Instagram too.
Boop.
It just got smoother.
We said that a little bit ago, but Paul never came back.
Right.
I mean,
No, man, I enjoy fucking malt liquor, bro.
man,
I mean, depends on what it is, though, too.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, you trying to take away my childhood, bro.
I mean,
Fuck.
now the childhood is still be there, man. I'm just saying that
No, now you
else
take
needs
away
to,
Mad Dog.
nobody else needs to suffer like that no more.
Well, hey, then you ain't got to buy it.
I don't.
I should.
And like when I get up with like they did that with a lot of the seltzers, like the ones they were coming out with. Some of them are malt and they're not actually seltzers, like cane sugar alcohols,
Yeah.
and they're made out of malt liquor. And I could tell, and I'm just like, oh, I'd be so pissed because I always look at the boxes and shit, saying I can't drink malt, can't do it.
I can't. I'll tell you what though, I don't know if you ever drink fucking Old English.
If I have, I don't remember.
All right, dude. You get drunk off of that. Like the hangover is way worse.
Oh,
It is way worse than just drinking like regular beer.
it's so bad.
But it gets you fucked up a lot faster too.
Yeah, because it's killing you. It's
That's
poison.
all right. It's so good though. It's so good.
If I wanted to get drunk super fast, I'd just start taking shots of like straight liquor.
Right?
I'm not going malt. If I wanted to feel like shit tomorrow, I know a perfect way to do it.
That, or have you ever had like a wine hangover?
Yeah, that's like heartburn, and definitely that's a deep rooted headache.
Oh yeah. Like like it's hard to get out the chair the next day.
Fuck yeah, how's it? The OE hangover tastes like it. Let's see. You drank English leather all night.
No, come on, man. I mean, that's shit I grew up on though. And that Mad Dog, dude, used to be like $5 a fucking bottle. Back in the day, it's like 15 now.
Yeah.
But like, you gotta get the purple one. The Purple Passion's the best.
Oh, I love wine. I drink wine a lot.
I drink wine. I'm more of a sweet, I semi-sweet or sweet wine. The shit that actually tastes like fruit.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, all day.
Well, when I first started drinking wine, I mean that's usually kind of how it goes.
I'm
like
not sophisticated enough to drink
people
that dry
start
shit.
people start drinking like Moscatos and like super sweet wines, but now I can't drink super sweet wines. I like a nice like semi sweet white. I don't really fuck with red because I don't believe in anything that's liquid and you put it in your mouth and it dries your mouth. Why is it dry in my mouth? It's liquid. It's wet. How's the wet dry in my mouth? It don't make no fucking sense. I don't like it. All right.
Yeah,
Same
no,
with
fuck
gin.
that.
Gin. I don't like it. All right.
I'm not a gin drinker. I tried a couple times and it's not for me.
I've had some really good gin drinks, but I don't drink on gin.
If I'm wet in the whistle, I want the motherfucker to be wet. I don't want to be dry.
Yeah. I get it. And like I've gotten drunk on red wines before, like especially
So much wetness going on.
I've gotten drunk on red wines before, and like you got a Cabernet Sauvignon, and those tend to want to dry out your mouth.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what, man, like your tongue is raw by the end of the fucking night, and your teeth are just fucking stained.
Wet and raw.
They're just wet and stained. Oh,
Daddy.
oh.
Why that can look so small in my hand?
Bro, because you got a big ass hand, man.
It looks like a monster can in my hand.
Banana MD 2020 and Goldschlager.
Ooh. Wait, together?
That's it. Kids are.
I ain't never had the banana, bro. There's a banana.
I was the
Mad
Goldschlager
Dog.
kid, though. If those are two separate things, if Banana Mad Dog 2020 and Goldschlager kids are obvious, then I am an obvious. I was a Goldschlager kid.
Yeah, I mean, that was like the best thing.
I wish
that
you were
came
still
out.
a Goldschlager kid. Jesus.
He still would be if you fucking bring a bottle. That shit'll be gone. Trust me.
It's got to be ice cold. It's a real possibility, though.
All them little
just-
gold flakes will be gone, bro.
I mean,
I wish it was Goldschlager
You'd have
instead
to-
of Jaeger.
you'd have to tell you. I'd have
That
to be
would be-
prepared.
Like I'm talking to JWO too. Like I wish it was Goldschlager instead of Jaeger, and then I could participate.
I mean,
in
we
all
could do the Goldschlager slam if we wanted.
that. That would be cool.
Do they even make Goldschlager like that anymore?
Yeah, it's still out
yeah,
there.
they still
Is it?
fill. Yeah.
Um,
Shout out to the sponsor. Not it ain't sponsor. Not well me. Us.
It ain't bothering you. It might be us.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. When we were kids, I used to drink that shit so bad. I used to have parties at my house. Like my parents worked weird hours.
Yeah.
My mom would leave, or what was it? Yeah, my mom or my stepdad. I don't know. Somebody fucking left. Somebody left for work at like 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
And they worked
said it to me.
overnights. And then my mother would come home at like 5 a.m. from work. So there was like from 10 to 4:30, I would throw like mini parties, right? And I would fucking hide an entire bottle of Jaeger in the freezer like the whole day. And then as soon as she left, I had a rule. I would sit at a kitchen table and I wouldn't get up until the bottle was empty.
Oh God. Okay.
That's a good fucking plan.
And there's, I didn't always drink the whole thing. I'd give a couple shots away. You're communal. But
I don't think that was a word, but we're gonna go with it.
communal. Yeah. But I'd say, I don't know, 5.5 out of 10 times, I stood up and went right back down.
Yeah.
Like completely sober. The alcohol never kicked in.
Oh,
And as
no.
soon as I stood
Oh,
up,
yeah.
Boom.
a fifth of Goldschlager just overtook my body.
Yeah.
And I was like, whoa.
You think you're cool, buddy, huh?
But, once you get through the initial, you're about to die vertigo,
Yeah.
you're just having a good time. At that age, I couldn't do that now. I'd die.
He'd fall back down.
Yeah, but when you're fucking 15 or whatever, hiding from your parents, like that's nothing. Your liver just fucking comes right back. You're like, we're good. We got it. Filtered. You know what I'm saying? Like, done. You take a piss and you're good to go. All that fucking gold comes out. Collect it up. Take it to the pawn shop.
There you go, bro. I'm paying rent today.
Mm-hmm. Whoa. Oh, you did that. I thought somebody else did that.
I typed it in the green room
I
chat
seen it.
for our guest.
We got a green room chat.
I can't see it, so don't feel bad.
You're not in the green room.
You're not in the green room. There's all kinds of shenanigans going on there.
They don't let me into shit like that.
Well, I guess he can now because we why can't he? Can't we have
That was one of the things that that's not included in the pay.
Oh, see,
To the next level.
I apologize for this. Okay, it wasn't that bad.
okay.
Yeah, it was like you can add this, you can add that, but you couldn't add a third seat.
Oh, that's stupid.
Yeah. House of It, get out of the green room.
Get it. He's not in the green.
There's all kinds of M&Ms in there, bro. All kinds of M&Ms in there, bro. And there's a Yeti in there, so be careful.
There is.
Speaking of Yeti, Violent J messaged me today.
Okay.
It'd be a lot cooler if you didn't play a Jumpalo shit.
Right. No, I sent him a fucking.
Do I even want to hear this?
Oh, it's just stupid. It's completely irrelevant to anything. I sent him a reel of some random shit I saw, like I sent you guys, of a fucking Bigfoot restaurant. And it was like, even Bigfoot would be proud. He's fucking got a hard on for Bigfoot. So I sent it to him. He was like, unless he's in there eating, fuck that fucking place or some shit.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he was like, unless he's sitting in there eating, fuck that restaurant. I was like, that's funny as hell.
That is funny.
I didn't really know what to say. I was like, yeah, well,
It's like, well, true that.
maybe he is. I don't know.
No, yeah.
Peep it. I was about to say, I thought it was
Maybe
cute.
he's been there.
Maybe.
He's possibly been there. He's like, no,
Fuck
fuck that place.
I went there to go visit that motherfucker.
They said he was gonna be there. He wasn't.
They
Yeah.
might serve Sasquatch meat.
The real
That's disrespect.
Inko.
Oh yeah, I was
Is
going
that
to ask you about that weeks ago because I got an email about it.
I mean, the fucking season, the fucking preseason don't start for like 2 more months.
Oh, does it? Oh,
Yeah.
thank God. That's why I got an email about it. Like, it's almost time. I was like, for real?
Must be.
I mean, it is
that
2 months away, but yeah, like it.
Oh, thank God.
Starts
Good.
at the first fucking week of football starts September 13th. I think
Okay.
it is.
Yeah,
I think it's
you're
like the
in
third.
real Inco.
Yeah, just shoot us an email. You gotta shoot us an email with your email so I can send you a link to get in and start your team.
For real.
Or start your naming your team or whatever you want.
Yeah, we could have got you in. We had 2 leagues left for the first time last year.
Yeah, you could have got in last year. We had room
for the first time ever.
I believe everybody's still gonna be in. I'm gonna send out the emails and
maybe not everybody.
I might leave a couple people out. Like the asshole that was talking shit about. I remember running my first league. Fucking chill.
That was the best
part. That shit was funny.
It was funny as hell. Hell yeah.
No, but I tried to change some shit around in that one, and for some reason it wouldn't let me do the 2 leagues, the 2 separate leagues. Or it would let me, but everybody said they didn't want to. And then I was trying to adjust the playoffs, but it wouldn't let me do the playoffs.
Oh, like to where we could compete or whatever?
Yeah, because we had 1 league or 1 division. And if we were able to separate them, then it would have taken like the top, would we have 8? So it would have taken the top 4 to 2 in one and 2 in the other. Or the top 3. So it's probably maybe the top 6. But since we had 1 and only 8 people, it took everybody in.
Hasabit is watching Replicon Radio and drinking the Voodoo Ranger.
That's a beer. Voodoo. That's craft beer.
You guys were talking about it earlier.
Yep.
I think
Voodoo Ranger.
Voodoo. You see what
that is actually a damn
good
beer too.
I don't know if you saw it or whatever. Did you see that shit that happened to Don Chaos?
Yeah, they
I don't know nothing about it other than the initial headlines, but that was
yeah.
fucked
Well,
up.
somebody hit me up or hit up the page, the Juggalo memes. They like tagged us in it or whatever, and then asked us to collaborate, which basically means we share it as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, man, I love the Don Chaos, but I don't know enough about this to like, because it's like his ex-girlfriend. Like I'm like, that's somebody's personal shit. Like I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to trash anyone, even if they deserve it. I don't know enough about the story.
I mean, we could share
But
the
I was
story
like-
that he lost his data. And
Yeah,
all
but
of
I
his
was like, if he,
information.
I was like, but Mad Love to Don, like he seems like
But
a
we're
great
not
kid.
throwing anybody.
If he
under the
needs to
bus.
rebuild his page, and we, whenever we have an open, we can have him on the show, help promote whatever he's, try to build back up because that sucks.
Yeah.
I had scares of someone doing that to us years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You entrust them in your stuff, and I can only imagine
And that's
a woman scorn or
That's
whatever.
the worst thing that you could do, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, like as far as like collabing, I agree with you. It's like, yeah, we're not gonna
What up,
put
hey,
a
bro?
picture up there and like, oh, this is exactly who did it, and blah blah. We could just state that,
Yeah.
hey, old boy lost his shit. This is what he's doing to get back or go support or whatever. Just draw
Exactly,
attention. Just about him. We don't.
Man, y'all bitches, man. Fuck that motherfucker. Call that bitch out.
Nah, here's the deal: is that
Yeah, if it was 100, you know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah,
don't-
if it was
I don't-
100%.
my thing is
right?
that like
and it
sometimes,
probably is, but I don't know those people.
yeah,
No,
yeah,
I
That's
don't.
personal.
Yeah, I don't fuck with anybody.
Yeah,
else.
If your ex-girlfriend showed up at our studio and fucking broke something,
I would probably fucking put a bullet in her face.
Yeah,
oh
I mean-
god. well, make sure that she's standing in front of the laptop first.
but then it was like,
We have to get it
obviously if they deleted our shit, we crushed, but a lot of it's fucking backed up anyway. But like, I can't even put it in a perspective, but like, I just know how people are, right? So obviously, whatever, if she did it, that's terrible. Whoever
Things
did
could
it, that's
come out.
terrible. But what if like it was a big fight, they all make up, and then we're fucking trashing, you know what I mean? Like there's
no, I
2
don't-
minutes, it's a personal thing.
My thing is that it could flip flop. Like maybe I'm not saying he did, but like let's say X and B are in a relationship, the same thing. X may not have actually done it, and
Yeah.
then B did it instead of X did it, and like it could be
it's too much.
convoluted, and like because you don't
Most
weren't
likely
there.
not the case, but yeah, we don't know.
We
so.
weren't there, and so we don't.
But
we
either
don't-
way, it's tragic. That he seemed like a good kid. We met him a couple times.
yeah.
I know he won an award. Me and Rube, I just saw they reshared the video. We gave him his award. That was the last
Yeah.
time you were together.
Yeah.
Yep.
Show love.
He seems like a good dude. So
I was at the gathering the year right after that. Because that's when we had to split one. We had to go there for 2 days and then
Was
Asheville
it?
2 days, yeah.
I don't know.
And then that was the last time.
That's what's up. But yeah, that sucks either way. I don't know what he's doing yet. If he's recovering it, or you would think YouTube would be able to.
Panthers. I definitely want to see the Panthers win.
I mean,
win the
no.
Stanley Cup.
I mean, once the folder's deleted,
Oilers
them and
been
it's
playing
deleted.
rough though. They've
Yeah,
been playing
but
pretty tough. It's gonna be hard to beat them.
I can't even imagine like
You're saying there's got to be a backup save
some like it's
before.
one thing. It's one thing if it's like some videos.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because obviously you can go in and remove your own shit.
Yeah.
But everything.
You could delete your page with
Yeah,
just
sure.
a few clicks.
So there should be a way to be like, oops, or you know what I mean? Like,
So was this
I mean,
a
obviously,
girlfriend that did this? Or?
apparently, yeah, he was like, from what I understand from the story, he was boyfriend, girlfriend with some girl, who also was doing a podcast. Like they helped her do it or whatever. I don't know what happened. Something happened. They're not boyfriend girlfriend anymore. But I guess she had access to his shit because she was doing things
Help
on
her
there as
out,
well,
whatever, right.
and fucking just deleted it all.
Didn't she delete his
I
Spotify
think it's
too?
like
His
social
Facebook,
media, all
his
of it,
social
yeah.
media. She deleted his whole internet presence, from what I understand, which is fucked up.
That
Like,
is a pretty shitty thing to do.
like that is an astronomically shitty
Yeah.
thing to do.
Don't do that, bro.
Yeah,
Don't do that.
yeah. No, that,
I mean, if that
I
was
was-
all you did was
like,
just the
whoever did
podcast thing, okay, fine, fuck it. What it is?
Well,
what
that's
it
he's
is.
been doing it for I don't even know how long. He was part of the fucking.
Oh, she took everything, like not the shit that she had.
Oh
yeah.
what's
Oh,
the-
his-
yeah,
just
yeah,
his.
his stuff. Her
Oh,
shit's
his-
still there.
just his stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
What's the name of the fucking Tales from the Lotus Pod?
Hours
Or
of
not?
chaos. Hours of chaos.
Well, yeah, but he was part of Tales of the Lotus Pod,
Yeah.
which is even bigger. You know what I mean? Like it was all. Yeah, fucking crazy.
Wow.
Not my table, not my beef. But yeah, that's some evil shit. Fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not gonna. I mean, we're just telling the story we were told. I'm not
Yeah.
throwing anybody
Yeah.
under the bus.
And
Because I don't know enough.
Yeah,
but
that's all we know.
It sucks. Yeah, we're talking about Don Chaos.
Uh huh.
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
Ooh.
I even told the dude who, he tagged us in the thing. I'm like, that doesn't bother me because we're not, you know what I mean? I was like, but I'm not going to accept your collaboration where it looks like we're sharing it because I don't know enough about this woman. And it was just like a picture of her. I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing
Tigger,
that.
where the fuck do you guys get that at? It's this wine that they drink. They just sent me a photo of it. It's Buckaroo, black and blue, and it's a fucking
Oh,
like a blackberry and blueberry. I think
hunting
that's
hooch.
what- and hunting fucking hooch wine.
Hunting hooch.
I want to try that shit.
Oh, God, everybody.
Well, yeah, they said they were send it. I didn't know they were sending it to you.
I want to try that shit. That
Black?
shit looks
Oh,
amazing.
black. I love blackberry.
At least the Buckaroo for sure. Buckaroo, black and blue.
One's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
blackberry, the other one's blackberry and blueberry, and
Right.
they both sounded. That looks like a homemade label, though.
I don't give a shit.
I'm
I want
just
to try
saying
it.
that, like maybe they have
Yeah,
a buddy.
that homemade it, bro.
It's local to them, so it probably is like a whole. It's supposed to look like that.
It's a local. Well, that looks delicious.
Fuck yeah, it does.
I'm assuming that's what I haven't actually spoken to Don, but I'm assuming that's what he's going to do.
Yeah, I would imagine.
I'll make a new account. Hopefully, he has some of his shit saved. Like not all of our shit, but a lot of our shit is saved.
I will not be at home. Wait, when is that? That's
Hello,
like this weekend,
sicko.
isn't it?
I don't know. They'll probably get rescheduled again. Been rescheduled like 5 times.
It was supposed. I know it's on a weekend.
You know where I'm going this weekend?
Where you going?
I mean, I can drive over and pick it up from you in the parking lot.
Where you going?
MJ the musical.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Didn't he say fuck that musical though?
You going to Michael Jordan's fucking musical?
Michael Jackson? No,
Oh.
when did I say that?
Last weekend. when
No,
we
he
were
said
talking
fuck
about-
a hologram. It ain't
Ah.
the real thing.
Yeah, I may have said that.
Nah.
I may have said I would. I didn't want to go. I didn't want to pay the price. Like
Yeah, I think that's what it was. That you didn't want to pay for it.
But I'd like to see the musical.
Yeah, it'd probably be
Um,
pretty cool.
And then just out of nowhere, an old friend gave me a call and said, "Hey, what you doing? I got an extra ticket to
Oh
this
shit!
thing."
Did you never got your reward, dude? Oh shit!
Shout out Sicko
Well-
Entertainment.
Well, we'll let the person that has your reward in storage know
LB sickening in the house.
that he should send him the fucking award by now.
Facts. It's agreed.
Well,
Nobody has it at their house though.
don't worry, our people will get with
the
your
problem.
people, and we'll make it happen.
The problem is where they get made. I haven't been back there yet.
Oh
With
shit.
his Willie the Automaton.
Oh.
Because we had to make a new one. His went missing. Like someone else got it.
Oh shit.
Either somebody got two of them or just it wanted to have a multiverse.
That's what it came up missing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was gonna make Funtime Guys a new one too because they're set on the porch and got fucked up.
P thought you weren't worthy enough to get it, so he didn't
Not-
send it to you.
that's
That's what happened.
That's not true.
What-
It's all
what-
P's fault.
Just keep reminding us. We will get it to you.
I don't know what that means, Merle. I think you're supposed to, I think you've tried to get a joke in there somewhere, but that's just the name of where you lived. But yeah, I don't think his home. is part of the movie.
I think he meant like scenes at the Neverland.
I mean, maybe.
Ranch. But yes, obviously those scenes.
Off to Neverland.
Oh, those.
Yeah.
Those. Oh, you mean like with Bubbles
Yeah.
and like him being happy on a Ferris wheel?
And Blakey.
I thought you were talking about little kids.
It's a Blakey. Yeah, but yeah.
That is what
Obviously they're not going to.
that is what he was referring
That's
to.
what-
I
that's
bet
what
that
the
won't
joke
be
part-
in the.
yeah.
I bet it won't be in there.
I don't think they're going to talk about
be
it.
in there.
Probably.
And what's his name?
I don't know. I've never been there. I'll tune in next week. I'll let you know if Macaulay Culkin and what's his name. I don't know who
Corey
that is.
Feldman.
Corey Feldman.
Oh, I hope so.
And Blakey.
Special appearance by Corey Feldman. Fucking Macaulay Culkin.
The tickets would cost way more.
Right.
Oh, yeah. To be fair, but Corey Feldman he's on that Limp Bizkit tour,
Yeah.
and
he
he's
is.
he just did a song with Limp Bizkit in a video, and they were doing like a behind the scenes thing. And he was fully dressed like Michael.
Did I Limp
And
Bizkit-
Fred Durst was like, "Sometimes in life," and he's like,
Did I-
like the Michael shit.
Did our
I'm
Limp
like,
Bizkit tour get canceled here? Our date get canceled?
No, I got a ticket.
Something got canceled.
I have a ticket. I'm going to that.
I'll be going to that too.
Sweet.
I do not have a ticket.
I have a ticket to that. I have a ticket to Janet Jackson. And I have a ticket to Smashing Pumpkins.
Nice.
And now I have a ticket to MJ Live. I'm going with Jennifer.
Who?
Jennifer.
Red? Jenny Red?
No.
Nice.
Do I know Jennifer?
She looks just like her sister.
Oh, she gonna be in town?
She lives here again.
Oh, she does?
Yeah. I moved back to this country.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
So her country wasn't doing so good that she had to move back here, huh?
I don't know.
Oh, Biden became president, so she had to move back and suck his dick.
I don't know.
Long story.
You're having a,
Long story
you're
short.
trying to have a conversation with the wrong person right now. I don't know.
Long story short, that's why her and I ain't friends no more, I think. Because people like it wasn't because of me, it was people on my feed. Same reason why Brian's ex and I aren't friends anymore.
She's a whore.
I mean, she kind of is. She got like 20 fucking kids.
Oh, stop
Not
breeding.
not Jennifer, the other one.
Stop breeding.
And doesn't work.
This is aggressive.
No, she a bitch, so who gives? I don't care. It's all good.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, no, I think that MJ thing would be cool.
I'm pretty excited.
Nobody asked me to go because you're going with her. If you weren't going with her, you'd be like, Rue, you want to go?
I wasn't gonna go. She her. She's like, I have an extra ticket, and
This is
even
why
my
I-
mom was like, you have to invite Paul.
This is why I was jealous. Like all the girls talking to him about his shirt and stuff like that, and everybody just falling all over him. It was like I was hearing his stories of his gallivants earlier in his 20s, and then now I mean they're still just throwing themselves at him, just
She's not
falling
throwing herself at me, I
falling
promise you
all
that.
over themselves to go hang out with Paul.
That's not true.
He's a ladies.
It sounds
man.
like a
Look at
great
that, look at
story,
that
but it's
man.
not
He's
true.
a ladies man. He's got the.
I'm
women
really
following
surprised
him.
she hit you up and even asked you to go, considering that you're a man child.
You're a man whore, is what you are.
Correct. I don't know what.
That's what she
I'm
called.
sorry.
That's what she called
I'm
us.
sorry, you guys had the problem. I was not. I'm not involved in your politics. I'm not.
No, even you agreed that she was being a little out of hand. That's all right.
No, I remember the one moment when
Yeah.
in 2020 when they attacked me. You know, that's what friends are for.
No, I'm not bothered by it by any means. I don't give a shit. It is
That's
what it is.
My
My feelings don't get hurt.
sounds like it. Anything cool happened this week before we get to our guests?
I got rushed to the hospital Thursday morning
Why?
or Friday morning. And then I spent 10 hours in the fucking ER waiting to get seen by a doctor.
Did you get a dick on your throat?
No,
Bruce sideways. What the fuck is going on?
I don't know.
Am I all fucked up?
Yeah.
No, I was dealing with some
Oh,
medical
yeah.
issues throughout the week, and I guess I went to bed on Thursday night, and around 12:31, I went to go get up, just go pee or whatever, and I went to go get up, and medical issues had it like amplified by tenfold. I mean, it went from like a 6 on the pain scale to like a 9 on the pain scale, trying to like get up out of bed, and
In your butt?
do what?
In your... I'm trying to figure out what you're not saying.
Well,
Medical issues went from a to a. Like, what does that mean?
I mean, this is a little TMI for the air. I could tell you off air, but I'm not gonna just blast.
Well, that's
it.
why I asked if it's in your butt.
No, but no, but no, but
No, bud.
anyway, so I go, and by the time I get ready to go pee or whatever, I feel like I'm gonna throw up. I'm like, oh shit, I'm gonna throw up, and I've been feeling completely fine, minus the pain of trying to move around. Like I wasn't like sick or anything, and I put my hand on the windowsill next to the toilet. I was like, all right, and then I got super fucking lightheaded, and the next thing I know, I started coming to. I couldn't see anything, but I know I was on the ground out.
I'm not laughing. I'm sorry. Just
I fell on.
Yeah,
I
You're such a dick.
I like how he's laughing. I'm like, it's not. I'm not. What's his name? Bobby Lee. I'm not getting fingered by a Down syndrome child.
Well, why did you even have to go there?
I
was trying to be good.
I fell
Now,
on the
fuck
fucking.
it.
I fell on the fucking ground, passed out cold, and
Yeah,
was
that part
convulsing.
sucks.
Fuck it, I ain't being
I
good no more.
I
tried.
heel kicked my foot through the fucking bathroom door. I kicked it off the hinges because I was convulsing so fucking hard. But it's fine. Whatever. Just go ahead and laugh.
For you guys that don't know that Tony is actually trans and he's getting his surgeries all done, and so he finally is starting to feel the cramps and the monthly starts come on, and he don't know how to deal with it.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I mean, we know he's okay now.
I mean, yeah, now.
He's here.
Well, let's hope it don't happen again.
But I'm not gonna lie. People were saying funny things. We were talking about your butt, and then you were like, "This happened," and then I grabbed the thing, and then you're like, and then I came. And you paused for a second, and that's when I started laughing. You're like, "I came too," or something, and that's when I started laughing because I got excited. It's my bad.
I had thoughts running through my head, and I wasn't even laughing at these thoughts that I had, and I was just keeping them to myself, and then you started fucking laughing.
I'm glad you're okay.
I ain't Bobby Lee getting fingered by the Down syndrome fucking kid, and I lost it. I couldn't help it.
Don't touch me. Get out of here. Don't touch me. You are a man, baby.
I'm okay. I just want you to know I'm glad you're okay. So you fell to the bathroom floor, you went into convulsions?
Dude, I fucking I have a bruise on my
Has this happened before?
No. I don't know if it's still there.
Did you have a seizure?
No. What eventually what fucking happened? The doctor said that the pain, it got so excruciating that it caused my heart to slow down enough to where it caused my brain to get starved of oxygen, and I passed out. And then once I laid flat and my brain started getting blood again and getting oxygen again, I was starting to convulse because of it. It's kind of like when you're sleeping and you feel yourself violently jerk, like right as you're falling asleep. That's what I was coming to. I was coming to violent jerking motions.
You're laughing. Somebody clip that. I was coming to violent jerking motion.
I was jerking.
Of course you were.
I was jerking so violently. I came to, and I couldn't get. But I was so disoriented. I went to go. The first thing I saw was me up against the door because I was trying to tell myself I needed to get up.
That's what Violent J stands for. Violent jerky.
Violent jerky.
Whoop, whoop.
Whoop, whoop. But no, I was trying to tell myself, like I was conscious enough to go, get up. You have to get up and get to Alex. You have to get up. You have to get, and I couldn't get up. I couldn't move. I had no control over my body. And I eventually got up and I had to like He-Man the fucking bathroom door open because I kicked it in half and I couldn't get it open. So like I had to fucking rip the door open, and eventually, I got to Alex because she was right there outside the bathroom or whatever, and we were we were real fucking close to calling an ambulance because I didn't know what the fuck was going on. I tried calling my mom and I couldn't dial the number.
You probably should have, because you probably would have saved some money there, because they would have came by, they would have gotten you all checked out.
Oh no, I was fucked up for a while.
Probably would have been able to tell you a little bit more, and then if you had to go, then probably explain to you what really happened until you got it's versus having to get there and wait 6 hours, and then they probably tell you.
It was like 9.5 hours.
Yeah. But usually the paramedics can be like, well, this is what happened. This is more than likely why it happened. Versus then waiting 9 hours.
No, because the only reason why they knew that happened is because they did a blood draw on me and did like 3 different fucking panels, and then they did an EKG on me. And both of them showed signs that I didn't have a stroke. I didn't have a heart attack. Did all that. I was just yeah.
What was it? What caused?
What happened?
Well, I mean, that's the TMI part. I'll tell you a little bit more off air.
Something was wrong. That was causing a shit.
Something was
pain.
wrong. There was something that was causing pain, and it went from like, oh, this level to like an excruciating level when I went. I guess I don't know. Maybe I tore it or fucking something. I don't know.
Fucking blue balls is a bitch.
Violent.
But I have a treatment regimen and all that stuff, and I have gotten significantly better. And like I said, I wasn't sick, but it was a scary time because we didn't know what was going on, and so like that's really why we wound up staying, because I'll never go to that hospital again because they were fucking. I haven't.
Which one did you go to?
Fucking SSM over there. Our SLU over there in the inner city. Fucking trauma 2 fucking level ER. And we were there.
Trauma 2. No S&M hospital. The fucking trauma 1. They're all fucking shit.
That one's the trauma hospital though.
Oh, it is.
Yeah,
so
that one's the trauma hospital because I guess that's why it was taking so long, because it was just a revolving door of ambulances and air medevacs and shit. But we were there 20 minutes, and some teenage black kid walked up to us and goes, "Hey, he was super nice. It seemed legit. He's like, hey man, they're not seeing me. I've been here for 3-4 hours. My girlfriend stabbed me and showed us the fucking stab wound. and it's like I'm not staying here anymore. Can you guys? I don't have he had like a flip phone or something. He's like, I just got out of jail for assault. And mind you, I'm with Alex and
in other words, I'm gonna beat your ass if I can't borrow your cell phone.
No. He was gonna have us ordering him an Uber. He was gonna send us money, like Cash App or something like that. And we were just gonna send him off in an Uber, and he wound up disappearing. But this is like 20 minutes into the fucking evening, and it is like 2:00 in the morning at this point, or 1:30, and then he winds up walking outside for a couple hours or whatever, and then the security finally told him he had to come in or leave, and then he comes in causing a fucking problem like 3 or 4 hours later. And then they finally get him back there, and then fast forward to when I finally get out the next morning, another 6 hours after that, I see him walking out with 8 security guards behind him, and he's just smiling, having a good time. He's just, he was performing for his own audience, and he was the audience. And, he saw me, he smiled, and, because he recognized me. And I go, would they finally plug you up? And he said, fuck no, she wouldn't touch me because I called her a bitch. and he just started going off, and he was just talking shit about the security guards and shit like that. And then he was just walking on. And
old ass security guards too, bro.
When I got called back, there was a lull. It was pretty entertaining. It was like watching an episode of Jail, all the way up until about 3 or 4 in the morning, when everybody in the fucking lobby fell asleep because we'd been there for 8, 9, 10 hours, because there were people there for 12 hours for shit. It was ridiculous. And there was people getting brought in to the drunk tank and all that shit. There was homeless people that would come in, brought by cop, and then immediately fucking leave. There was a few people that were causing issues, and then right at 7:30, like a half hour after first shift change. You know, people coming in, and you know, it's Friday. The first shift gets there. The first thing that happens, this lady comes in and just starts cussing them all out, like you're a fucking bitch. And we just hear from the back room, "No, you're a bitch," from the staff.
Okay.
It was like an episode of jail. It was great. But I will never go there again. I actually wrote a review because they have the Google Maps just fucking said, write a review. Did you enjoy your stay? And I said, fuck no. I was like, I would recommend this hospital for anything but the ER. And I was like, because I was there for 10 hours. It would probably be cheaper or quicker to just, schedule something with your primary and then go to your primary doctor appointment before you would get seen by a doctor in this fucking ER.
I wouldn't even take my dog over here to fucking St. Clair. Ain't no fucking way.
Well, St. Clair is different than the SLU. It's further away. It's on South Grand.
I always told myself, if I can't make the Barnes or fucking Missouri Baptist, and fucking, I deserve to die.
Oh, I'm going to DePere next time.
If I can't make it to one of them, then fuck it. You ain't taking me over this motherfucker. You ain't gonna take me to the old St. Anthony neither. Go fuck yourself on that.
Well, we're glad you're okay.
Well, thank you.
If you guys are glad Dead Body Man's okay, you can send us money. Super chat's open.
It does not go to me.
I didn't say it was going. You already said if you're glad that they're glad you're okay.
Celebrate your Replicon.
If you guys aren't glad he's okay, you can also send a super chat.
I actually went to something over the weekend, yesterday.
I did a 13-hour movie marathon too.
That you probably would have fucking enjoyed.
Yeah. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah. Well, you had to buy tickets to, and you would have enjoyed. You would have been I got invited, and long story short, you'll figure it out when I tell you this. So it was a dance recital for a friend of mine's daughter.
Okay, this sounds terrible already.
Right. Okay.
You had to buy tickets to this?
Yeah, it's to support the dance studio and shit, whatever. But the last dance, the grand finale, they did fucking Willy Wonka. Like it was like a Willy Wonka thing. It was actually pretty cool because they did like songs from like the new one, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory and Willy Wonka. Mm-hmm. And it was pretty badass.
They should have brought in East West with the Lion King.
For a dance.
People love that.
Yeah. For like a dance recital, dude, I was like, it was actually pretty good. I think the music is what set it off. Like made me enjoy it more. It wasn't the dance, and I don't give a shit about dancing.
It was like little kids, right?
I mean, they range from like little kids to like probably 18. And then after that, I guess 18 would be like the cutoff.
Oh.
And then they got to go somewhere else, I think.
We should go to that place. Wherever somewhere else is, I'd like to go see I'd like to go see them dancing to Willy Wonka at that place.
I was like, wait a minute.
That's 18 plus.
Yeah, I want to go to that 18 plus Willy Wonka dance recital.
But I mean, it was funny because they had like these like, I don't even know if they were like 3 or 4. I mean, I guess they might have been like, I guess they had to have been like 3 or 4. But I mean, they were so funny on the fucking stage. Like they didn't have a clue what they were doing, but they were having a fucking time with their lives. And then one gal, one kid, she's probably like 6, and she was like, "What was that?" Oh. And she was just like the life of the party. Like nobody else in her group like really knew the dance or whatever, but she fucking was just in there, just nailing it, getting it. Yeah, and she was just having the time of her life out there. It was fun.
The time of my life.
Yeah, I mean, it was fun.
And I owe it all to that kid. Yeah. Killing it. Hell yeah. That's what's up.
Sweet. I also went to a 13-hour movie marathon.
Did you watch the whole thing?
Yeah.
You didn't do the whole thing last time.
What's that?
I mean, we
the 13-hour movie marathon.
Yeah, we did the whole thing last time.
You did not. You left early just like you did that concert.
Go let my dogs out and come back. We watched the movie on the transit.
No, I don't. I think you left.
No, we left before we got our little ribbon.
Is that what it was?
Yeah. Like we made it all 13 movies. But like we in the middle of it, we have to leave to go let our dogs out and feed them and all that shit. Because we get there at like 11 and we don't come home until like 2:30 in the morning.
You know, the longer you leave your dogs at home, the longer they're like they build a bladder for that. But if you keep babying them and coming home like every hour, every 2 hours, or every 3 hours, not saying you do, but people do.
Yeah.
And when you do that, you're actually hurting the dog more than you are helping the dog, because that dog's gonna, when you have to leave for a 6 or an 8 hour day, that dog's dependent on you to come back in like 2 or 3 hours and let it out. So it'll piss in the house.
Well, our dogs they're fine. The big ones are fine to be left alone for long periods of time. But we have a tiny Chihuahua.
Yeah.
And she already pisses in the house when we're there.
From Taco Bell?
And I wish.
Taco Bell.
But no, also we leave at the time that it's around their feeding time, because we only feed them once a day, and we feed them in the evening.
So you need to get yourself some dogs that don't fucking just eat. You got to get a dog that actually like eats, and then when it's full, it stops.
Oh, we have one dog that eats, and he eats all the other dogs' food.
Fucking asshole.
Yeah, he'll bully the fuck out of the other dogs, and he's our oldest dog, so we can't yell at him. So it's like, what the
You're
fuck?
just happy he's fucking eating.
Yeah.
Like this one, I can just leave food out, and
Well, that's the idea.
Eats a
Once
little bit.
once the two bigger ones get done, once they're passed, we want to just leave food out, because they will probably do better at grazing than they would eating all day eating once a day. But yeah, I mean we come back to let them out after like 8 hours or so, 8 or 9 hours.
That's normal.
Yeah. And that was just, I mean, there's been times we've left them longer. It's just that like it also helps us because it gives us a break to drive from the theater.
Fuck, hey, bro. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's not wrong.
I mean, no. He's not.
Right down the line, buddy.
But fuck, I mean, you can't. You really compare those two?
No, I hope not. I hope you're not comparing that.
That don't sound right.
It's like what? One's legal, one's not.
Right.
What's to compare?
They're both the same height, but damn. And they even might look the same.
Yeah, but they're not.
Wow.
Oh
my god.
But yeah, it was a good time.
13 movie marathon. Huh?
Mm-hmm.
Where's this put on at?
This one's at the theater at
How much did they charge?
Manchester. Oh, fuck, I can't remember. I think it was like 50 or something, 50 or 60.
Well, ain't
I have to double check.
Does it come with anything like soft drink or popcorn or anything?
No.
You gotta buy that separate.
But it's not the theater putting it on. It's a somebody that does like, they play movies at bars and stuff like that, or they do like movie events at different theaters, and like they do like every month or every other month.
Okay.
They it's a shitty horror movie group that like has gotten bigger over the years.
Yeah.
And we've been going to their events forever because Alex loves shitty horror movies, and these guys are like nerds for shitty horror movies. So like,
I like shitty horror.
yeah. Well,
Yes, he does.
yeah. So it's it's like the cheesy 80s, 60s, 70s movies. Like they're like they like putting those on.
There's no way I'd be able to sit there and do 13. I'd fall asleep.
Oh, we slept a little bit. Yeah.
I sleep a lot.
Yeah. Oh, I get it. Yeah.
What movie were
It's
we
tough.
on?
This is the third year they've done it. It's.
I mean, at least it starts early, because if this shit was at night, I can't even watch a movie at home.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean,
can't even watch
even
one
the
episode
movies
of
they
fucking
do,
TV.
even the movies they do, just when they do one of them, like every other month or every
No.
third month or whatever, that starts at 10 p.m. It's like, Jesus Christ. You guys are our age, or a little bit older. You need to fucking make this earlier. But it's cheaper for them to get the theater and all that shit that way.
Yeah.
But it's in the Marcus de Pere, the theater.
We had a Marcus Theater out here, but it closed down.
Yeah, this one's the one off of Manchester in 270.
Oh yeah, I know where it's at.
Mhm.
I got you.
Yeah, and so like it's nice seats. They're a little narrow, but yeah, it's comfortable. It's fun. We have a blast doing it, and we've gotten accustomed to, we know how to do it now, to like make sure we can make it the whole time, and like we bring our own food and shit like that. Well, I'll go this year. I'll bring like a Yeti or something, and
We're bringing one of those.
yeah, bring a Yeti. And I'll just buy a cup of that has refills, and I'll just put the Yeti in the cup, because I realized on the first year that the soda soaks through the bottom.
Yeah.
At the end of the fucking 13 hours. But yeah, no, it's fun. It was fun. I wish it did come with food, but like they try to keep the cost as low as possible.
Speaking of Yeti in the cup,
Yeti in the cup.
we got a Yeti in our cup.
We got a Yeti in the cup.
3 dinos, 1 Yeti.
Yeti in the cup. Oh, Yeti's got a cup. He's got tea
Yeti
in that
has a
cup.
cup.
It's not a Yeti cup, but like Yeti's got a cup,
Yeah,
he's got some delicious sounding tea in that cup.
Yeti's got a cup. It's a good song, man.
Yeti puts.
Bro, Dirty Dancing stuck in my head, and you're making a fucking Dirty Dancing reference in the goddamn chat because he put Dirty Dancing in my head. And then he's over here talking about kids dancing, and all I can think about is Dirty Dancing. This is bad.
No.
This is a bad play.
No, we can't.
Dirty
go
Dancing,
off
the movie.
We
Not,
can't go off the
Why are
rails.
you
On
thinking about kids dirty dancing?
we cannot
Not-
go off the rails.
That's
that's not what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about the movie Dirty Dancing because he started singing the song. You're talking about kids dancing, and then he just made a reference that nobody puts baby in the corner.
We
Nobody puts
cannot
Yeti
go
in
off
the
the
cup.
rails in the intro. We can't do it. We have standards.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a special guest. Your 2023 Replicon Radio Award winner for Producer of the Year, voted on by you guys.
He's knocking.
Can you hear me knocking?
Give it up for our good friend, our buddy.
Hey.
Yeti.
Yeah, what's going on, everybody? How we doing?
What's up, brother?
Hey, man, it's good to be back.
It's not me.
Right.
Let me
It's
full
that
screen
guy.
this.
I'm trying to. There.
It's not, no, it's not. No, it's not.
Yeah,
No,
like-
there
there
he
you
is.
go.
There he
It
is.
chooses
There we
for
go,
me.
there
We
we
have
go.
to fix it.
Yeah, you gotta do it real quick. That's what we
Based
need.
on the
Yeti in
audio, I think.
motherfucking house. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? It's good to be here. Happy to see you guys.
It's good to see you.
Again, yes.
Were you enjoying the whatever the hell was just happening for the last hour?
Yeah, I was laughing my ass off backstage. I'm sure you saw.
Hey.
That's good. I'm glad we couldn't hear you. It would have been weird.
I was wondering about that. That's why I had my mic muted just in case. But I was laughing hysterically. Like,
That's good. That's good.
That probably would have been fun if we would have heard you. Though.
That's good.
hell yeah, man.
Yeah, you got lots of love in the house tonight. Everybody's excited to see you.
Hell yeah.
Nah, I appreciate that. Shout out everybody in the audience. Shout out to everybody in the audience. I see House of Ids in there. My girlfriend Stephanie's watching. See a couple other people there.
I was gonna say House of Id's my girlfriend, so that's weird.
Yeah.
Whoa. Awkward.
You guys are both in supportive relationships and they support what you're doing.
Oh,
It's sweet.
Yeah.
Shout out to the girlfriend.
Underground Wicked Radio in the house.
Yes, sir.
Welcome, man. I guess you've been here before, but technically it's your first time because it's your
Yeah.
time, not everybody else's time.
Right.
So good to have
Yeah.
you. Thanks for coming.
Yeah. No, thanks for having me, man. This is awesome. I've watched a couple of your previous podcast episodes too. I tuned into the one with House of Id, and
And you still wanted to come on here? Jesus.
yes, sir. Yeah, man. It's been a great year so far. Got a lot of exciting things coming up, and yeah, like I said, towards the end of the episode today, I'd like to announce something big. So, yeah, man, regarding a new project I've been working on for like 3 years.
Oh shit.
Oh shit. Hell yeah.
Oh shit. Big announcement coming.
Sir, sir.
Oh
Stay
shit.
Coming
tuned.
like
Give
that
them-
body man on the bathroom
give them
floor.
a big reason to stick around to the end.
Bro. We literally made a mess before you got here, I think.
But we cleaned it up enough, I hope.
We gotta get
You didn't get stuck.
get Blue Chew as the sponsor after that story.
Yeah, because that's the jerking that they want to represent.
Right.
It's like, yeah, you have fucking convulsions on the floor, your dick will be so fucking hard. You know?
Don't use curse words. He's a young man. Okay?
Speaking of sponsors, I want to shout out the sponsor, Jägermeister. I produced beats for some of their advertisements. It's aired in like 5 countries this year.
That's dope.
Yeah,
That's
man.
what's up.
Shout out to Jägermeister all day.
Shout out Jaeger.
All day.
So you guys have a close connect to Jaeger here.
You don't think we've already had that conversation?
I didn't know.
I think I must have mentioned it before on the last time I was here, but
Fucking
Yeah.
eyes just light up like Jaeger. You got Jaeger.
Yeah, no.
Fucking
We had a
addicts,
whole
bro.
conversation about
you're telling me about was that P that was talking about how he has a rule like he sits down and doesn't get up till he drinks the whole bottle, and I'm just like
Yeah.
I'm backstage like oh like
it. Had it.
okay,
That was young P.
better.
Now he drinks a bottle, no problem, but he can leave the back of the convenience.
I mean, maybe. Well, unless you're on Ozempic, then it'll make you throw up.
Young P is way different than old P now.
doubt.
Facts. And there's some good and there's some bad in that. If we're referring to alcohol consumption, I guess I don't know.
When it comes to like
There's
liquor,
good or
it's
bad.
like I used to be the way I used to feel about it. It's like if I'm gonna drink, I'm drinking to drink, like fuck mixed drinks and all that stuff. But now I don't really agree with that mindset so much because it's like it kind of is like a social thing, and I drink very, very occasionally with people, you know. So it's like, yeah, man.
Happy to hear you're old enough to drink.
Whoa,
Oh,
Uh,
I look that young? Damn.
No, he's just that slow.
God damn.
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both.
I got my tea in my Happy Meal cup, you know, drinking that tea.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, it's got a bendy straw.
But you do look like a very young man. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, you probably wanted the dance recital young, but
I'll take that over looking like older than I actually am, you know? Like
yeah, these are good problems to have.
yeah, man. I'll age well. I'll be good. I'll be good.
Hell yeah. Well, I guess let's do that. Let's pretend we're having a real interview. Speaking of young and whatever, so obviously you won. We met you because you got voted in to be the producer of the year. So where did your music journey begin? How did you get into production? Like, did you start at a young age? Did you want to be a rapper or a front man, or did you always just love, the backbone of music? Like, how did that joy kind of come into your life?
That's a really excellent question. It started in like 2018. I had just gotten out of high school. I was actually going for a totally different direction. I was studying like game programming and game art and all that stuff, learning how to like put together video games and stuff. I was enrolled at Fitchburg State, had a scholarship and all that shit. And that summer, right before I was supposed to get in, I started experimenting with FL Studio. For those who don't know, it's just a music production software where you build everything. And I fell in love with the process. Something in me like knew that even though I didn't have the required skill sets to really make it in this shit yet, something in me just told me like, yo, ditch the degree and just give this shit a chance. Like roll the dice on your career and figure this shit out. And everything fell into place from there.
So you were like, you went to school for video game design?
No. So like, I should have clarified. I never showed up. I was planning on going in that freshman year, 2018, and I never went, and I just took the independent route. I was working at Best Buy at the time as a computer salesman, and eventually I just started working full time as a music producer, on and off with jobs and stuff when I needed to. But yeah, man.
That's what's up. So was there, like, you just got into it, you just enjoyed it? Like, was there something about it? Like why? I mean, you might not even have an answer to this, but like, obviously you had a path you wanted to do. Like, what was it that was so powerful about the music that made you just change everything? Like, what was it that you loved so much about it?
Well, I think what music and game development, like that whole process, had in common was you're arranging something as part of a bigger, picture. Like for games, it's like the game. For music, it's a song or an album. And the more I learned about the game process, I learned that it's like you're one of thousands of people just fucking writing code or working on the same character, and you're very replaceable. If you quit or something like that, it doesn't matter. They just replace you. And I didn't like that because I feel like I have a really unique mind to bring to the table. So I'm like, music production, I can just organize the whole, production process. And I like that, so that's when I started falling in love with producing music.
But you never had any intent to, like, being that creative and wanted to make music. You never had like the idea to make, I mean, obviously you're making your own music, but I mean, like, to actually be an artist to make music. Or was it all
like as a rapper
or a rapper, singer, whatever?
No, it kind of just went strict, like right to music production. Like I dabbled in rap, but it's like I learned quickly that it's like, this isn't my thing. I like being behind the scenes,
That's what's up. So how So then what did you do? Like, what was your next step after that? You just self-taught yourself on FL Studio and then worked your way up to different types of programs and finding the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I still use FL to this day. I know that shit like the back of my hand. You know, people ask me on how to do stuff in FL, and I can walk them through it over the phone without seeing it. Like I just know where everything is. So that gives me an advantage on, you know, that process. But no, I actually wait. So, it's a good question. I'm not sure really where I was going with that, but
we don't ever know where we're going, so you're fine, bro.
Yeah, man, that's the beauty of these interviews. I try not to come over prepared because then it just seems
pause on purpose,
scripted. You know, it's like, yeah, man.
No, it's all real. It ain't scripted. It's all real.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. No, it's the shit. You know, I'm obviously not a producer, but I remember when we were kids, we used to fuck with Fruity Loops because you didn't have to pay for it.
No, that's the same. Yeah, FL Studios. It just stands for Fruity Loops.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the shitty version.
Well, like the
But we didn't go. I didn't go anywhere with it. Clearly, here I am.
Oh, I remember what we were. I remember what we were talking about. You were saying, how did it progress, right, from just messing with FL to where I am now? I just remember what I was gonna say. So
well, I guess to where you actually were, you know, capable enough to where someone of I don't want to say relevance, but someone of talent, I guess you could say. There's plenty of people that may not be relevant that are talented would want to, you know, buy a beat from you or lease something or however it was you got started. Like obviously a kid who just learned isn't going to be selling beats next week or make a living of it or anything. So like,
yeah, I think there's I feel like anyone learning to make beats or engineer or anything like that, there's the process at the beginning, which is like just learning how to just do the process, just make a beat. It doesn't have to be unique, just make it sound good. And then there's the part after that, which is like learning how to make it your own, like figure out your brand, what makes you unique. And then you just kind of incorporate the two together. And I think that's where I started getting noticed, is when I really found out what differentiated me from other people. And for me, it's a couple things. It's my choice when it comes to like, you know, decisions for structuring the beat. I like to do like unorthodox structure, like drops and all that stuff. And nothing's like predictable, you know? So that and a very strict sound selection whenever I'm choosing like the snare drum or the type of piano that I want to use in the beat. My mind has like a sound already in it. And when I'm listening through the sounds to choose, I'm matching that to the one in my head and saying, okay, that sounds close enough to where like if I manipulate this sound a little bit, it'll sound exactly how I hear it in my head. And I think that definitely attributes to how my beats sound. So yeah, man,
that's what's up. So in being something like that and being like, you know, trying to develop your own sound, has that been an issue? Have you worked directly with an artist to where it's like they have a certain sound and obviously you have a certain sound to where either that clashed or even better, I guess, melded together?
That's a good question. Oh man, because I feel like it could go either way, right? Because you're right. It's like when you have a very specific style, people can either love that or it just doesn't line up with them. And I don't know. I'm kind of picky with the artists I like to collaborate with, so I haven't really run into that situation where it doesn't line up. But I have run into situations where we use that to our advantage and built something truly unique. For example, the new single Psych Meds with University 617, Lex the Hexmaster, and Jake Palumbo. I mean, if you haven't heard that song already, it's out on all platforms. Go check it out. It's a very like ambient beat with a lot of drops and unexpected, you know, changes in the background. So I think it tailors very well to those artists.
For sure. So I guess that leads me to another what you would call a good question, I guess. something like so.
Like times, but yeah,
no, it's dope because I like it because this would actually make sense. So working with them, obviously, we've had Jake on a couple times, and Jake and Lex.
yeah.
Jake is the production most of the time. Obviously, he's also an artist. So is it different? Well, first of all, how did that come about? I want to know that part of the story, and then also doing production for a producer. Is that a different world than just a rapper willing to be? Because obviously, he has a lot of say in almost everything he does because he's making most of it. So now he's letting someone else take the wheel. Like, how is that situation?
That crossed my mind when it came to like the mixing process because I'm like, okay, Jake mixes and produces a lot of his own shit. So he has a certain way that he wants us to sound. So that was in the back of my mind during the process. University recorded his stuff here at my spot. Lex and Jake recorded theirs at Jake's studio and sent them over to me. Ultimately, I just mixed down the whole song. I felt like if there was going to be any feedback, it'd be, particularly from Jake, because like you said, he's an engineer. He's got that engineer's, ear, very well trained ear. And no, there was pretty much no objections on anybody's end. So I felt like it went pretty smoothly.
Yeah, I mean, those are good. That's a good duo to work with right there, man.
Yeah,
good dudes. And so we're gonna jump back and forth for sure, but I wanted to ask you. You do something that Jake's been doing for years. I just recently noticed you doing, which I absolutely love, is doing little videos and shorts, trying to help people, explain people, either production tips or like ASCAP BMI tips. Like where did that kind of get started, and what are your goals with that and trying to help people in that journey?
I feel like it's just a whole realm of the industry that even polished artists haven't explored. And it's not that they don't care about it. It's just that no one's presented them that information. The industry has a way of just making it really hard to find that information.
For sure.
So I'm very transparent with that. Even artists I work with, if I feel like this person doesn't know about ASCAP, BMI, Song Trust, I try to, help them set all that stuff up and even refer them to my A&R, La Salsa and D Valor, who are the ones I learned most of this stuff from in detail.
That's what's up. No, I love it. I know he's been doing it for a while, and it was something I really admired about him because it's hard to find that information as an artist or a manager or anyone in the industry. You just don't know what you're doing. You're just trying to make music and trying to make a little bit of money.
Yeah, and you can never forget like how to enjoy the creative process, no matter what. Like I never make any of those business, like I don't let any of those business or marketing decisions dictate any of my choices when actually creating, because then I feel like that's when you're selling your soul, so to speak, when you're letting that part of the process determine what sounds good and what doesn't. Like if I'm working on a song and I'm like, if I make this decision, it'll sell much better. I'm not going to do that because of that like thought. I'm going to do it because it sounds better. It's a tricky situation because in the back of your head you kind of know, but you still got to go against that and do what you think sounds the best.
For sure. So I guess going back to what we were talking about earlier, when you were in college and you switched over, how long ago was that? Like when did, if you had to put a date on when you started, or at least when you seriously became a producer, like how long have you been doing it?
5 years now. So fall of 2018, that brings us to about 5.5 years now from start until now. And,
so was there a moment there where you were like, obviously you fell in love with it, but was there a moment when you're like, okay, I'm doing this now, or somebody realized who you were, or you sold something to something? Like, was there a moment where you're like, all right, I could actually do this for real? I'm just not a kid in the basement making beats. Like I could actually.
I mean, I kind of was at the time. I still am, to some extent. Sure. But it's like that never really stops, because it's like you feel so free creatively and schedule wise when you do your own, you know what I mean? Like, so But when it really turned around and when I felt like I could really do this, I guess like you said, when I started selling a few beats, it started out just like selling beats for $20 each, and I feel like everyone starts somewhere, you know. So then it went from that to just
How did you do that? How do you,
How did
you know, where are you from?
I'm from originally from the Dunstable, Massachusetts area, but I live in Milford, New Hampshire now.
Okay, so how does a kid or a young adult in New Hampshire who decides to start making beats in his basement like get out there? How did you know what I mean? Did you just go on Rap Stars or Beat Stars or
I just figured it out, man. Like there are no connections around this area. Like there is no hip hop scene, or at least that I was aware of until I really started making connections. Only a few other people at my high school that I went to were even dabbling in this stuff, and I feel like none of them took it as seriously as me. So
Or did you like reach out to artists to try to get you like, hey, I made these, you can have these, so that way maybe a bigger name might use your beat, and then you're like, hey, I'm on this guy's beat, or he used my beat on a track, or like, how did people figure out who you were and know that you were were worth looking at? Because even though you said earlier the video game world is you can kind of get cut, it almost seems just like that in the beat world unless you make a name for yourself.
Yeah, you have to really create the name for yourself. You can't rely on a AAA video game company picking you up and carrying you. So yeah, I mean, it really just started with just posting on Instagram every day, making new beats, posting on, at the time it was just SoundCloud for me, just posting beats on SoundCloud every day. And then sharing those on Instagram and Facebook. Eventually I just started meeting people from the neighboring states, and yeah, man, that's kind of how it all started. Just spiraled.
That's what's up. Just keep pushing. Persistence is a motherfucker, man. I mean, that's the only reason we're still here.
I love this
shit.
Nobody fucks with us. We just can't get rid of us.
Yeah, we just
fuck with you guys.
Yeah, we're just here every week. And people are like, damn.
Yeah.
So is there like a not
Oh, there we go.
It's all right. Was there, I mean, I know I kind of said it earlier, but like, was there a time where was there like a, okay, such and such has bought my beat, or, oh, I just sold that one for fucking way more than I thought I would sell a beat for? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to find like there was like a moment in time where you're like, oh yeah, I don't have to work at whatever anymore. I'm a producer now. Like,
and that's not necessarily a question I have a easy answer to, because it is kind of a gradual thing, like, and there were times where I felt like I didn't have to go back to a day job, and then later I decided I should, just on the side. Just I worked at fucking Domino's, and then I worked as a shift lead at Hannaford in inventory, and then I stopped again, and it's like it was an on and off thing for a long time. Yeah, I mean, there's no simple answer to that. It just happened. Things fell together.
Sure.
I'm not living luxuriously necessarily, but I'm okay, because all things considered, I'm a very happy person,
Yeah, I mean, that's more important than anything, man. So you are living luxurious if you're happy.
Yeah, health, happiness, and just still loving the music. I think that's all I could ask for.
Mentally luxurious, if you will. If you want. Mark Hamer asked, how did you get into advertising jingle? I didn't even know you did that. So.
Jingle beats.
For Jaeger.
Oh, that's right. The Jaeger situation was interesting.
I didn't think of that as a jingle.
Yeah, but technically it is, right? I mean,
Jaeger.
That,
yeah, you know the thing.
Yeah, the Jaeger that makes your mic
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, they reached out. They followed me on Instagram randomly one day, and I offered to send them beats. I'm like, hey, thanks for the follow. And then I shot them another message. I'm like, hey, like, if you, if I see you guys use other artists and beats and stuff in your advertisements, if you need anything, like, would you let me submit some beats to you guys? And that's how it all started. they said, yeah, sure, shoot your shot. And I made a custom beat pack tailored to like what they were doing. And I feel like that bettered my chances. Like the first beat I sent them, right, was it starts out with me saying into the mic, like, ready, let's go. And then it's like the clinking of glasses. And so the first thing they listened to when previewing those beats was that one. And they're like, oh, this guy's serious. He made it specifically for us. And that's how it kind of happened,
No, that's dope. Damn dope. Here's the best question of the night. It says, Yeti, what's your dog's name?
Casco, named after Casco Bay in Maine, or Casco Beach, whatever it is.
I don't know what that means. But hell yeah.
It's a place in Maine.
I knew it was a place.
Castro?
Vidal Castro.
Casco. Here, I'll type it.
Let's go. Okay,
Costco.
It's like getting Crisco at Costco from
Crisco.
Crisco, Casco.
I got you.
Oh yeah, man, Casco.
So you type anything, and there you are. How are you doing that?
I love my dog. He's the best.
Dogs are the best.
He's like that one guy from Grandma's Boy. He just has like his hands in the controllers. Like he doesn't even have to move his body. This is nice.
I have a robot vagina.
Yeah.
If you just tuned in, we got Yeti on the screen, hanging out, talking to us. 2023 Replicon Radio Award Producer of the Year. How did you win that? How did you get that? You had a flood of people. Like what is your following, and how do we get them?
I don't know, man. Like, to be fair, it was all, I have the voters to thank for it. All I did was drop a couple stories saying like, hey, this is amazing. Like I was, nominated for Replicon. Shout out Replicon. Go vote for me if you haven't already. And it just took over, So really, I just got my supporters to thank for that.
Shout out to those. You really did have a flood of people.
Yeah,
and it was fun. You made it fun. It was exciting. It was exciting for us to watch.
We were, yeah. It was exciting. It's not. Sometimes it's not always exciting, but it was definitely. It made it definitely worth the while.
But I have love for all the other producers that were on there too. I knew of a bunch of them. I know Jake Palumbo was on there. C. Lance, my homie CG, the producer, was on there. Those are they're legendary producers, man. They're legendary. So,
hell yeah. That's that East Coast fam.
Yeah.
Yes,
all the East Coast boys hanging out with each other. We're supposed to have C. Lance on. I talked to him recently.
Actually?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that'll be dope. Yeah, he actually reached out to us. So
C. Lance is fire.
Yeah, for sure.
He saw you on here and said, how the fuck do I get on that show? Right? I'm not sure how it really happened.
Fuck yeah, man. C. Lance has given me a lot of free game, like a lot of advice on sampling and stuff like that. So I like when more recognized producers are, willing to lend a hand and help out other producers trying to, make it,
For sure. No, and the same thing I was saying about you, like knowledge is everything, man. Like especially if kids coming up, and there's so many people, in the music game now, or people that are coming up. I've known plenty of people that are producers or make beats, or even, are on really popular releases. They might not even know what publishing is, or they're not getting points on records, and they're giving out free beats because they just want the recognition. They don't know how things work. And I don't know. I mean, I don't either. I know a little bit of things just because I've talked to so many people.
Yeah, of course.
Like if I was put, like I always think about like, what if, like, there's no actual route to be like, okay, I'm a new artist or even a producer. Either way, I'm gonna make music now. What the fuck do I do? You know what I mean? Like, there's no answer to that question. People just do it, and you're missing out on money. You don't know about BMI. You don't know about.
If someone asked me like that question from start to end, like once a year until this point, like my answer would always become more advanced and different. Because at first it's like just make beats and post them. And then it's like, oh, well, you got to have your price structures and you got to do other stuff too in case people don't need beats. You got to engineer. And it's like that process. The more you learn and the more you interact with people who know what they're doing, it just becomes more this advanced system in your head that becomes like the back of your hand. It's just, second nature.
For sure. have you, obviously we're just learning about you. We know about the new song,
Yeah.
Psych Man, which is out now. Have you worked, have you ever done like a project where you're working directly with an artist, like you and, whoever, artist A, you're like, all right, we're going to sit down, we're going to make this project. And this is like a collab, kind of like Lex and Jake did with Fire and Rain. Like, have you done projects like that?
Yeah, I did one with University 617 about a year ago called Yetiverse EP, spelled YETIVERS. It's like our names combined, 4 tracks, produced, mixed, and mastered by your boy. Another project was Sulfuric Baptism by Paranoia. That shit was produced, mixed, and mastered by me too. Yeah, man, the full album production experience is just one of my favorite things, just start to end, have an idea and just watch it all piece together. Like, I love that shit, man.
Now, are you guys like collaborating? Are you guys in real life? Like, is he in the studio? You're collabing together. You're like, doing it in progress, or you just emailing back and forth type of thing?
No, yeah. So Noah, Paranoia is from the Boston area. So yeah, we would link up here and get everything done in person. Sometimes it would just, even when the songs were done, we would just meet up to talk about the plan for it. Like, when is this coming out? Are we doing singles for the release? Just, I like to be in person with the artist to, really be on the same page.
It always tends to make for better music, for sure.
You can tell, like it. Yeah. The listeners can tell too.
So with something like that, just out of curiosity, like, you don't have to tell me your, numbers or anything like that, but like, when you're doing a project like that, when it comes to like the business side of it, are you with this artist teaching him the things to release it at least? Like, obviously, you're doing the production, he's doing the music. Are you guys, is this like a 50-50 split type of vibe where you're just working together and you get stars and he gets stars, you're getting, production? Like, do you go through all that process with the artist? Or is that something like you just like, here's your music, whatever you do with it, you got paid for whatever you got paid to do?
No, I like to stay involved and really help the project do well, because it's like my name's attached to it too. So it's not like once I got my check, I'm just fucking off. Like, no, I like to really stick around and make sure it gets as much momentum as possible. But obviously, like, the nature of each agreement is a little bit different, as any project is. But nah, man, like, I had a lot of fun working on those projects, and yeah, I stuck around to really see them through, the marketing and everything.
But if someone just say, I'm a rapper and I like one of your beats and I just want to buy a beat from you, how does that just, you either, I mean, obviously you could have different agreements, but like, if I just want to pay you whatever sum of money for your beat, is that what, like, to me that seems silly nowadays, because you could get publishing and that song could blow up and you can get paid of it, or it could be trash and you could get nothing for it except for somebody paid you $50. Like, if I were an artist, like, how do you think these decisions should be made, like, on your end, I guess? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no, I hear you. And that's a complicated question to answer, because like you said, there's splits, and then there's, upfront payment, and there's a lot of factors that go into that for me. It's like, you could be a really talented artist, but are you making enough moves for yourself? Like, are you promoting, take me out of the equation, are you promoting this by yourself and, really doing everything you can to make sure our project succeeds? Right. So if you're not doing that, I want to be, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, like I said, that's a complicated question, but
I mean, it is. That's why I asked it. I'm asking the hard hitting questions here today. Yeah,
they are.
What we do here.
It's also hard to, it's a fine line between, like, offending artists for giving them a different, arrangement, a different deal. But there's a lot of factors that come into play with that stuff. Like I said, like, working with.
There's just factors in. I didn't mean to cut you off, but like, even in just buying a beat nowadays, like, I don't know. Obviously I don't know what yours is, but like, I could go on BeatStars and lease a beat for $20, and it's whatever.
Right.
Obviously there could be a problem down the line, but Who knows if there's a down the line? If
But you
I'm
don't
not,
own that beat. You own the right to
Yeah.
use it. And that's the
Yeah.
kind of stuff that I like to, be transparent with people about. You're licensing it. You don't have the right to use it or register it on, your ASCAP or anything like that. So, yeah, but like you said, if someone said, "Hey, I
producers
want
like to do that because they can, you can get, I'm not saying you,
Right.
but I know a lot of people be like, well, I fucking leased 100 beats this month. I made a decent amount of money off of that.
yeah,
And instead of, hoping something happens or whatever it is. So I'm wondering how that, different, because you obviously you're not going to, if people can buy $20 leases and they don't know enough about music, or
Right.
they're not good enough at promotion or serious enough at promotion, the $20 leases gets them their YouTube videos or whatever until somebody,
of course.
until somebody licenses, then they're completely fucked.
And things like registering your beats and your songs or whatever on ASCAP, it's not really an important decision until you're serious about this shit. And at that point, you're serious enough to invest a little more than $20 into a beat. So I think it just naturally falls together in the right time. But if someone's kind of, sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I know it's a lot. There's a lot of different what ifs, but
Of course. But it's important to know the answers to those before they happen. Have a system in play.
Do your research, P. Damn.
That's what I'm doing right now.
Do your research.
Because I've always thought it was silly, unless you're like just putting on a mixtape for no fucking reason at all. I've always thought it was silly to lease a beat, like especially a lot of those generic. Like if you're not working with someone or whatever, even like the beats that you can lease for $20, you can probably buy them for 120 on a lot of these sites.
I think it's a good option for someone trying to just build a catalog on a budget, like really get into the process of repetition, like song after song. And you have the right to put those up on, Spotify and everything. So it's not like, it's not like it's pointless or anything like that. I think it's
unless someone ends up actually buying the rights to that beat, then
if you leased it, if you leased it, like as in like a recurring license, you have to buy it again eventually. Yeah, then eventually you would have to take your shit down from Spotify or whatever. But if you bought a non-exclusive license to a beat and then someone else bought the exclusive after that, they can't do anything about the person who owns that non-exclusive. They bought it fair and square and they can upload it still. It's just the only difference now is the person who bought it can make those decisions.
Okay. So they could force you to take it down, or they could monetize it.
If I licensed you, Freaky P, a beat, and then you bought the non-exclusive license for that beat, right? So you don't have to purchase it for a lease or anything like that. And then Dead Body buys the exclusive for it later. That when I sold you the non-exclusive, it was before he had ownership of it, so that's out of his control. Like that, he doesn't have to take back his song because someone bought it later. He just can no longer buy the rights ever. You know what I mean? Like, I think a lot of people don't realize that.
I don't understand. I still don't understand. You're explaining it, and I don't understand how it works. So, but how would that work? So, like, if you post something on YouTube, it hears the song and decides whose song it is, and they get the monetization from whoever the publishing company is. So if it's the same, obviously it's not the same song, but it's the same music, which is what's going to be picked up. How does it, you know what I mean? Like, does it like, hey, you have does Freaky P now have a copyright infringement on Dead Body Man in that situation?
I would imagine YouTube might flag it or something, but if you have the receipts or the proof that you licensed this beat, at least you can talk about it. Be like, hey, I licensed this before you bought it. Yes, he owns the beat, but I have just as much of a right to put it up as he does.
Yeah. It sounds like an annoying battle now.
But I mean, that's a risk you run by not buying the full,
Well, yeah.
the full,
that's what
rights in the first place.
That's why I
Like,
think
if
it's silly to not do that, but at the same time, he's he also has why it would be.
Well, yeah, like you said, if you got a guy that's trying to do things on a budget, that's where you would lean.
It's like a starter kit,
right?
Because exclusive beats are not cheap.
I mean, in all fairness, if I would look up beats, probably even free beats that are obviously you don't own the rights to. This is just me. I'm not saying you guys should do this. It's probably in really poor taste, especially since we have a producer on right now. But this is my fucking.
He's gonna keep saying
This is my cheap ass. I'm just saying. Tell me how wrong I am, but I would find the beats, whatever they are, make the music, right? And if I was like, oh, this song's dope, or people thought the song was dope, I've actually made something decent enough where I was like, oh, I need to actually fucking like try to push this, make money of it. I would have another producer, most likely, because I probably wouldn't know who that producer was. It was just a generic beat. Make a similar beat, remake this BPM in your own style over this track. Let's redo the track so it's our track. And then I would release that as the official release and scrap the one that gets
like if you like, it's pretty hard to argue that even if someone ripped off your beat entirely, like if they built it from scratch, even if they just copied your entire idea, it's hard to argue for YouTube and all those platforms to take this shit down because it's your idea. Yeah. You know, it's really hard to argue that battle. In fact, there was a situation a couple years ago where these guys had one of my beats and they decided to rip it off and make their own version of it. It's like you could tell decision to decision that they just made every choice the same. They just used crappier sound selection and bad instruments, and they released that instead. So yeah, man, like
see, I think that's, I mean, obviously what I said I think is bad, but I think the way, but that's even worse because they got it from you. They know you.
That's the idea. Like the drums came in at the same time. Like,
I don't know you. You know what I mean? I know you. So you'd be the guy who would come to you and be like, hey, I made this song over this free beat. Can we make a not free beat that you make? Obviously, don't take it note for note. And it sucks for the person that made the free one. But that's, you know, just, I feel like that's like the learning process. But I'm also an asshole. So
I think there's nothing wrong with like rapping over like, you know, free beats or whatever, YouTube to MP3, but it's like what you release. I'm very adamant about owning everything that's involved in that release. You own the artwork, you own the beat, you know, you own the rights to the stems. You didn't rip anybody off. So even if the idea came from somewhere else, it's like, make sure you own everything that's going out there.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. So I guess, so if I ask you the question today, let's say you're at home making a beat and or you're sitting in your car in front of your house listening to your beat because you like to listen to it in the car instead of your your studio sound because you want to hear out. Yeah. So when some kid is walking by the street, you know, young kid, maybe 15, 16, I don't know how young kids are nowadays, and he starts rapping your beat and he's just killing it. You're like, oh, this kid's dope. You're like, who are you? Blah blah blah. He's like, oh, I was just having fun, man. He's like, I've always dreamed of doing this. You want to help me? And you were like, yeah, let's do it together. What would you do? Like, how would you help this kid go from kid on the street that's good at rapping to being a rapper?
I might just produce a song with them and see how seriously they really take this. And if it goes well, we could talk about, you know, further business.
Well, it goes well. Let's pretend it goes well.
Okay, assuming it goes well.
What do you say? You can
maybe move forward and do an album instead of a single. Like do an entire album, maybe. Just I don't know. Like
but then what does he need to do? Like besides just rap, what are the things you think he needs to know? Like
be aware of the business side and have a goal in mind with a bigger picture. Be willing to learn everything that you don't already know.
I mean, you're right.
Yeah. Like I'm learning every day still.
Why don't you just buy a beat from him right now, and then y'all could write a song right now on air live, and then we could see the whole process from start to finish.
What's your PayPal, bro?
Line it up.
What's your PayPal? I'm buying an exclusive. You're gonna walk me through publishing. You're gonna teach me how to register.
But first we gotta negotiate this.
I need to learn what stars are and how many I get, how many you should get if you get any. These are the questions I want. This is what I want to learn. Like, what do you do? You know what I mean? Like, I feel like that's a tough world out there, and especially if you don't know.
He makes beats.
You gotta really dive into that whole dimension of the music business piece by piece. I feel like it starts with just learning how to use a distributor like a DistroKid or CD Baby. You learn like, oh wow, I can put my songs out on iTunes and Spotify all at once and earn money from it. But then you learn it goes deeper than that. It's about like the ASCAPs and the BMIs and the song trust and the sound exchange and all that stuff and how it all connects together. I feel like trying to learn that all at once without doing any of it like hands-on is just super overwhelming. It took me years to even, understand what was going on despite doing it over and over. I was doing it mindlessly, knowing I had to do that, but not understanding why till much later.
For sure. But like I know like CD Baby helps you with all that, right? Like if you sign up for CD Baby and it'll like help you register with ASCAP or BMI, won't it?
CD Baby, I'm not sure. It's a distributor just like DistroKid. DistroKid's the one I use. Each of them have their perks.
Yeah, I think they have like an odd, or they just lead you in the right direction. Maybe they don't do it. But they're like, you can register here, or maybe they just do the barcode shit. They help you register at that end of it. If you're putting out physicals, if that was obviously that's not as big of a thing now as it used to be.
That's what I like about those platforms, like Song Trust, for example. Those platforms don't hold back on like the gatekeeper info. If you go on their websites, there are resources with charts showing you how everything's broken down, and they're not trying to get in your way. Their goal is to help you.
That's what's up. Yeah, I'm not a rapper, but I always want to learn. I always like to learn stuff like that, and I always want to learn. I want to be more knowledgeable of it so I can help people when they have questions, or who knows what's going to happen. And I know there's a lot of things, especially with publishing. Publishing's a huge thing, especially in the underground scene, which is where most of our people come from, and they don't know shit about publishing.
Yeah,
I didn't even know performance rights was a thing. I didn't know all these motherfuckers.
It's a spider web. So what happens is like when you
I thought there was actually a spider behind me when you said that.
When a song's played on like Spotify or Apple Music, it generates 3 types of royalties. There's mechanical royalties, performance royalties, and recording royalties. Recording royalties are the only ones that distro or whatever platform takes for you. Performance royalties are collected through ASCAP or BMI, or if you're in a different country, it might be like for Canada it's SOCAN. I don't know all of them. Every country has their own. And then mechanical royalties are collected by Song Trust along with the publisher share of everything else.
What happened?
He stopped talking. That's your cue.
Oh, I thought
it. Sometimes he just spaces out on it. We gotta nudge him. And
I thought it fucking muted. I thought we lost the audio, bro.
Please hold.
Yeah, the sentence concluded.
Oh.
Yeah.
I hate everyone.
It happens, man. I'm just running off caffeine right now.
We're knocking out all this fucking knowledge right now. Y'all don't have any fucking questions about it.
Notes,
I mean, like I said, it's like it's complicated shit, and it is really hard to break it all down like verbally. It's easier demonstrated than anything.
What? You want me to pull your screen up? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh no, you don't want to see what's on my screen.
But yeah, there's just so much. There's so much. Well, maybe I do.
Blue chews.
Like I didn't even know. Like I didn't even realize. Like I guess it was Jake that shared a video about it recently, talking about how he went on. He did like a mini run on tour, and then sent in his set list to fucking BMI because he got performance royalties for performing his own song. And I'm like, damn, I know ain't nobody in the motherfucking underground doing that.
Yeah, man. There's so on ASCAP or BMI, you can search up any venue, just whether it's like type in the name or the address, and if it's a registered licensed venue, it'll show up on the list.
Yeah,
that means you can get paid for performing there. It takes a percentage of the proceeds from ticket sales or whatever proceeds there are from the show, and it puts that aside for artists that decide to file their claim for those royalties. It's on the artist to actually send that report on like what songs they did and in what order. So you really have to know where to find that money and then go get it.
It's just crazy. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people not doing that, and it's funny. I didn't know that, but I sort of did because I know there was like back in the day, I would book bands and shit at venues, And there was some bar, not even venues, bars, just straight bars.
Yeah.
If they have a fucking Touch Tunes or a fucking jukebox in there, they have to pay their fucking ASCAP fees for that shit.
Yeah.
And if they don't, that's a reason they don't have cover bands, because they have to pay the cover bands to play those songs, which is why they only do. I did know that, but I didn't know it. You know what I mean? Like,
and that gets complicated with cover bands, because now you're talking about the rights to some, like, a song that, you know, is owned by someone that isn't even there. It's a cover band, like they're not even in the room. So that gets crazy. But yeah, performance royalties. It's like, I started recommending to artists that go on those, like, you know, pay to play tours. It's like, choose locations based on what, you know, what venues are licensed. So if you're thinking of going to like Portsmouth, Manchester, Brooklyn, or whatever, look up those venues real quick on ASCAP or, you know, the databases, and figure out which ones are licensed, and just choose those ones, you know?
Yeah. But I feel like that's, you know, especially in the underground. I mean, you're not getting paid. We're not talking about a lot of them. You're not getting thousands of dollars here. But if you're a professional touring act, even an underground touring act that's doing small clubs, you're not making a lot of money. Hopefully you got merch, which some people don't even do that, which is ridiculous. There's a whole nother income stream on the table. If you're doing it, if you're on the road as much as someone like Scum or something, they probably have their shit figured out. We've never talked about it, but they're on tour more than they're not on tour. There's a whole fucking, I mean, that's a whole extra fucking paycheck, man.
Artists like tend to do those, like beginner artists, they do those pay to play. You know, they pay to open up at a show 15 minutes before the actual headliner, and they're paying hundreds of dollars for this, and they don't bring merch, they don't shake hands after the show, they don't bring CDs, they don't tell you where to find their shit, and it's like they're wasting money.
Yeah, because
like, you have this golden opportunity to plug people and get the most out of this thing that you're paying for, and you're just leaving it there. So like,
again, I'm not a rapper, but there's a lot of times I don't even fucking go to a show if we can't bring out merch. Like, bro, I'm trying to fucking, I need a merch booth, bro. I'm trying to fucking,
and that doesn't mean you don't love what you do. It just means like, I love what I do, right? So if I can get paid for it, why the fuck wouldn't I?
Right. Or at least get fucking recognition or something.
Yeah.
Let somebody leave with something in their hand.
Yeah.
Flyer.
Right. Buy a t-shirt, man. We don't get performance rights.
Yeah, I might not be a veteran in this shit, but I've done this long enough to where I know the value of what I can bring to the table, right? I got the beats. I got studio time, so you can record here, get your shit mixed and mastered. I do the artwork too. And I work closely with the artist to, you know, figure out a marketing calendar, what makes sense, when to drop the singles on this album, you know, what leads up to the album release, you know, how to brand it using emojis and, you know, imagery, all that shit. You'd have to go through like 4 or 5 different people, deal with their budgets, deal with their, you know, deadlines and turnaround times, but you only have to go through me. So,
hell yeah.
Yeah, man. Like,
one-stop shop, baby.
You gotta be these days.
YETI in the house. Because he's cold, baby. He's cold. Yetis are cold. Huh?
Keep things hot.
Do they? To keep things hot?
Both, actually.
Oh, you're talking about the fucking cup.
Thermos.
I'm thinking about the abominable motherfucking Bigfoot boy.
Right.
But I guess I could do, yeah. I don't want to talk about the cup. The cups are overpriced.
This has been a packed episode, though. A lot of information.
I feel like I'm in school right now.
Yeah, we learning, bro. Yeah. I can keep going. This shit interests me because I obviously have worked. We interview artists, but I've also worked with a lot of artists. And there was a time, and there will probably be a time again where we had conversations, not as rappers, about putting out like a compilation or something like that, which really got me interested in publishing, because that's even more different, because it's like, okay, so we're the producer, but we're not the artist. What the fuck does that mean? You know what I mean? Like, without ripping people off, how do we work that type of vibe, you know? So
there's a lot of gray area with how all that stuff works. So hopefully I cleared some of it up, and I'm seeing some comments. The amount of knowledge dropped is mind blowing. Like I'm just glad that it's helping somebody, at least out in the comments,
For sure. We learn it. We taking people to school, baby.
Mm-hmm.
At least I mean, whatever, I learned something. Hopefully I retain it. That's really what's yeah.
If you ever want to like ask me anything about that after the show, just shoot me a message, man.
I only ask questions on the show.
Completely
So,
unavailable.
If I have another question,
Fair
I'm like,
enough.
join Replicon. We're gonna talk.
Just for that one question.
The only
Yeah.
question he's gonna ask you after the show is, "Hey man, can you make us some free beats? Can you make us an intro? Can you make us a
No, like,
background?"
hey, yo, where do you get that tea again?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, Dead Body Man.
Would you say Maine? Yeah.
Yeah, it's this Bar Harbor Tea Company. I don't know. I had it there once, and I'm like, I love that, and I started ordering it.
Did you say Bar Harbor Tea? I'm
I hate
looking
tea.
that up right now. I love tea. I don't drink coffee. I'm a tea person.
Yeah, I love tea. It's coffee. You have to add stuff to it so it doesn't taste like shit.
Oh, that's the
Sugar.
Bar Harbor Tea Company. Oh, you
Good.
can order this online.
There you go.
Okay, all
Order
right.
you some pomegranate.
I mean, if it's worth it.
Said
Yeah.
Yankee tea.
Okay. Yeah.
You
no.
damn Yanks.
Yeah. Yeah.
This portion of Replicon is brought to you by Blue Chew. Get your yank on. That's not true.
Oh, I'd love to discuss the upcoming projects.
Never heard of it.
Well, yeah.
Upcoming
He
pro-
will talk to you about it.
I've been working on.
Hey Yeti. Hey Yeti. What are you working on currently?
Never thought you'd ask.
You got
I've been
anything
working on
upcoming that people can look forward to?
What's your upcoming project now that you're out of school?
New producer album. I got a new producer album that I've been working on for over 3 years now. It's got Chris Rivers, we got Lex the Hexmaster on one of them, we got G Moski, we got Mercules and Jaron Benson. I've been working on this project, like I said, since for 3 years, so 2021. Project's called Below Zero. I've held a lot of information in for a long time. Finished it early this year and will be dropping soon. If you don't follow me already on social media, it's PRODYETI. That's the easiest way to tune into my upcoming announcements. The first single will be dropping in a few months.
Oh shit.
Okay. Okay.
And who will be featured on that one?
That single is Mercules, Jaron Benson, and The Worst Person, who also happens to be my older brother, who's an absolute beast with the pen.
Is he really the worst person though? If he's your brother, he seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, man. Nah, I'm hoping that the song's called Slasher Movie. The artwork is fucking sick too. I just finished it the other day.
That's dope as hell. So this is like your album. It's like Yeti presents Below Zero. Is that what you said?
Below Zero. That's the name of it. Yeah, Below Zero.
So this is Yeti's album, and then you make all the beats, you did all the production,
Yeah.
and then you have all these artists as featured on the record.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? This is a crazy story because you said that I make all the beats. I co-produced one of the beats. I had co-production from the homie Clyde Strokes on the intro. And there's a very significant reason for this. The first ever thing that I saw that made me want to learn how to make beats was the OCD Cypher on Team Backpack. Before it was World MC, it was Team Backpack. It was Chris Rivers, Oswin Benjamin, Denzel Porter, produced by Clyde Strokes. And if you haven't seen the Cypher, go listen to the second half where the beat switches up. That is what made me who I am today. And so this first track on the album is Chris Rivers, Oswin Benjamin, and Denzel Porter, co-produced by Clyde Strokes. So yeah, that's why it's co-produced by him.
That's dope. So so not only the guy who made the beat, they got you in the production, but the artists featured on the beats, they got you in the production. That's sick.
I was lucky enough to get everybody together on that.
Look at you go. This motherfucker just out here manifesting life, bro.
You cut out. I didn't hear that. You cut out.
I just said, look at you go. You're just over here manifesting life, man.
Yes, sir.
It's beautiful.
Just happy to be here, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get some free shit. Think nice things about us, because obviously your manifesting works. So put some fucking positive Replicon vibes out in the air. So it comes our
It
way,
works,
bro.
man. It works.
Clearly,
you just gotta
Yeti
start
knows the secret.
positive.
The power of positive thoughts.
Like everybody goes through, their own type of struggle. Like I go through mental health struggles and stuff. In fact, a couple years ago, it was like the lowest point of my life where I really spiraled down and I was making self-destructive decisions, cutting people off for no reason, and drinking and smoking and stuff like that. I don't do any of that anymore, but I turned it around and now I'm like the happiest I've ever been in my entire life. Everything's figured out.
That's the shit, man.
I'd love to hear.
I don't know you well, but the one thing I do know about you is you're a happy motherfucker, which
I am, man.
I mean, when we first didn't even meet you, when we first learned about you, your happiness and positivity was infectious. Just from watching you, just watching you be a presence online, we were like,
I'm so
we were
glad.
rooting for you. Like it was like, fuck yeah.
I'm glad.
Never met you in our life, and we're like, yeah, this fucking kid, yeah.
Hell yeah, man. I'm
Sorry,
glad. That's what I strive for. I just like if it brushes off on somebody and makes their day better because of something I said or did, then it's like how much better could you be doing when you're like so positive that someone else becomes more positive because of you?
Right? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. We definitely need more of it here.
I'm always happy to return, man.
I love it. I love the positivity. Spread the love, man.
Oh yeah.
I'm hyped for this though. Below zero.
Yes,
Is this
sir.
going to be? Are you gonna do like a physical? Is it going to be a physical thing? We're going to have pre-orders.
Oh,
You got merch.
you
What are
already
cooking
know
up,
it.
bro?
You already know it. I got CDs. I got the instrumental CD, which is going to come with only the deluxe bundle, which is going to be fucking crazy. Oh my God. The shit I have planned for this deluxe bundle is just, no one's done anything like this. So yeah, man, this is going to be dope.
Did we ask you? We had this before, but I'm going to ask you again. Where did the, speaking of below zero, where did the YETI name come from?
Ooh, I don't know. I wish I had a good story about that, but it just I just made it up and it stuck. Like I never changed it. At first it was YETI Beats, and then I learned later that was already somebody's name. It was like Doja Cat's DJ or some shit, and I'm like, all right, let me just do YETI, and I changed it on Instagram to just Prod YETI, and that's where it started.
Single names are hard as fuck.
You got that cool logo. You got that cool logo though.
That was done by Nobi, actually.
Oh hell yeah, Imp Gang. That's what's up. I love that. That's the shit.
Shout out Nobi.
Them beats are coming out the freezer, bro, because they so cold.
Hell yeah, that's my first album, Beats from the Freezer, and actually that's where the logo came from.
That makes sense.
I liked the logo he did on it so much that it became my actual logo outside of the album, and now it's like I'm even wearing the hat right now, the Prod YETI hats. Got the merch, got the t-shirts.
Hell yeah. I'm hyped for whatever you got cooking, man. Fucking merch drop, physical CDs. Something to keep your head warm because you're YETI.
I'm beyond stoked for people to hear this album though. I've been really putting my heart into the beats, the mixing and mastering, the artwork's done by me. It's just I love this project so much. Like, so
3 years of making, big announcement tonight. Is there a tentative release date or time period that you're? I mean, I know you said first single, but
I'm dropping Slasher Movie Friday the 13th as the only single, and after that, I'll announce the album release date.
Yeah, but soon, coming soon,
sir. Friday the 13th. Wow, I can't fucking English. Friday the 13th for Slasher Movie. Stay tuned.
Make sure you follow him over on Instagram,
sir.
So all this we've been talking about, all this business and all this, all the things going into making music. If someone out there is interested in learning more about YETI, or listening to YETI beats, or hiring YETI to be their producer, or just buying a beat, how does one go about doing that?
It all starts with a DM. Shoot me a message on social media, or you can email me inquiries@prodyeti.com.
There you go. Hit him up. prodyeti.com.
Get your production sounding right.
That's right. And you can probably learn some shit. He's a very open and honest and happy guy. And if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, that's a way better place to start than just a generic website buying things from computers. You know,
I would agree. You know,
For sure.
because when I work one-on-one with anybody, I'm, you know, in my head I'm gauging where they're at with everything, so I can find as many, you know, outlets to help them as possible.
no, and that's great, man. Because a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't care. A lot of people just want their money.
Oh yeah.
A lot of people do care. You know what I mean? I'm not saying, you know, especially in our scene. There's a lot of good people, man. And I absolutely fucking love producers. And I don't think they get enough credit because they're literally making the fucking music while artists get famous or whatever they're doing. So I appreciate what you do and what all the producers do. And so thank you for that.
I appreciate
Keep
that,
it
man.
going.
Thank you. I think producers and, you know, the shine they're getting is going in a good direction though with the culture. Like till the past few years, I feel like it was unheard of to, you know who the producer was unless it was someone like Dre or Primo or anyone like that. So now you got all these underground producers and everybody knows who they are.
That's why we
Producer
started
tags.
showcasing them on the Replicon Radio Awards.
Right.
Just because we wanted to
Right.
get their teams out there and people, you know, especially in our scene.
Right.
Yeah, it was like it went away. It's like when I remember. I mean, obviously the internet didn't exist when I was a kid. I'm old, but like,
not lying.
but I was super into. I was all into music, and I always loved, like, one of my favorite things is buying a new CD. One, I like the smell of it because I'm fucking weird. But two, I always read the linear notes. Like, that was important to me. You know what I mean? I liked it when they were big and I could read the lyrics. Obviously, I enjoyed that more than anything.
the
I also
lyrics.
look at credits. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, who's this guy? Who's that guy? And when you see a name often, I was a lot more into rock, so it was a lot of, like, you know, Rick Rubin and shit like that. But it was like you would learn those names just from seeing it so often.
Yeah.
You know, when I got into hip hop, I'm like, if something was, I'm like, oh, who made that? Who made that? And then when music went digital, half the time it wasn't even lit. Even if you could find the credits, like on Spotify, you know, for a while you couldn't even fucking find that shit. The producer wasn't listed. Nobody was like. Obviously, it's coming back around, and producer tags are huge, and that's a whole nother conversation that people love and hate. Even when I find producer tags annoying, I appreciate the fact that at least people know who it is, and people are getting their shine. So I'm glad it's coming back around.
I enjoy some producer tags as much as some of the songs.
Some
that
of
they're
them,
on.
yeah.
Because
when the artist buys the beat, though, it's like they ultimately, I think, have more say on whether or not the beat tag is interruptive or not. I feel like if it's not disrupting the song, there's nothing, you know, wrong with shining a little light on the producer. Like
Sure.
some of Sealance's records, the tag is actually at the end, and I feel like he did that because he just didn't want to interrupt the song, you know, like it just didn't make sense in the beginning, but it's still in there to, you know, show him love. So I fuck with that. That was the first time I ever heard a tag being at the end of a song.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's definitely sometimes where it shouldn't be there.
that
But
freelance music.
I think, yeah.
Devereaux.
I mean, you could argue that my tag is, you know, it drags on. It's like yada, you're like,
Oh,
you
Jenny,
know,
go to track.
you could argue that that's a little extra, but yeah,
Bitch.
yeah.
Where'd you find this?
Damn, son.
That's my producer. That's where it started. Was fucking everybody just had stolen music. That's probably why fucking that tag started happening.
That's funny.
There was oh my god, there was this producer on YouTube. He put tags throughout his beats on YouTube where it's like, hey yo, why you don't pay for this beat though? Just like throughout the
Hell yeah.
This shit free though.
This is a free beat though.
hey yo, pay for this beat.
That's funny as hell, man.
The super chat is open.
Just dry snitching on themselves when they put that out.
Fuck it. People still do it. I've heard many songs that are fucking. They still got this shit over
The nerve.
YouTube and shit. Because it's not, especially now, so nobody even cares that much. Or everyone just buys the same goddamn Wishmaster beat.
Wishmaster. Why? Where have I heard that name?
It's the guy that sells everybody beat. He'll sell you his beat pack. He'll give you a DMX fucking verse. He'll give,
Oh, like Anno Domini.
yeah, same type of thing.
Hmm.
Yeah, you hear the same 1,500 underground rappers did the same beat with Chris Calico with the same verse. So now I can't even listen to new Chris Calico because I just assume it's the same one again.
Like,
For
when am I
3
gonna
months,
find this
like,
again?
oh, a new Chris Calico. Oh, a new Chris Calico. A new. I'm like, fuck this.
And
I'm
you're
not
just
even-
wondering when you're gonna hear this feature again, too. You're like,
Yeah.
where is this gonna pop up again for me?
I'm just never gonna listen to his music again because I got so annoyed that it was the same track every time with a different.
I love his singing though, man. He's got amazing
Oh, he's
singing
super,
vocals. The soul.
yeah, no, he's super talented. It was just annoying that so many people bought that off of Wishmaster. Same now they're doing the DMX one. Obnoxious.
Oh yeah. You know what really brushes me the wrong way with that is like they'll piggyback off the whole RIP DMX thing and be like, yeah, we got a feature. And it's like, dude, that's so like I don't know if they meant to do that, but it's so disrespectful to me. Like,
No, it's gross. It's gross. Because he wouldn't approve that shit if he was alive.
Right.
shit's corny.
Corny. Don't be corny. Hire YETI. Be a YETI. Don't be a corny.
You already know. Integrity first.
Facts, man. I love it. Tell them again where they can find you, where they can follow you, how they hit you up.
Instagram and Facebook. I'm the most responsive on. It's Prod Yeti, PRODYETI. And on all platforms, it's Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple. It's Yeti with 3 eyes and 2 exclamation points. The way my name shows up on my camera here, that's how you spell it. Yes, sir. There we go. Yeah, that's the one.
Exclamation.
There we go. There we go.
Get it. Follow him, man. Show him some love. Tell him you heard about him here. Buy a beat. Do you do I didn't even ask. I'm sure he does.
I do.
Do you do like lease beats that we were talking about earlier? Do you do shit like that, like a BeatStar type page, or just the little lease beats or whatever?
Yeah, a lot of the beats I have for sale as exclusives. There is a lease option on my website. It's prodyeti.com. I don't really sell a whole lot of leases. A lot of people typically try to get the exclusive for me or from me, but it's an option there. So
okay,
yeah, man.
Yeah, I wasn't sure. I've never attempted to buy a beat from you.
Yeah, it's there. There's the lease, non-exclusive, and exclusive.
Sweet.
I kind of
go there, listen to the samples, find the one you like, hit them up, and be like, "Hey, I'd love to do this," and then you could probably even help you restructure it based on your songwriting ability and write like a chorus or a hook or a fucking
of course
or something.
Of course, things can always change once you hear the vocals. The beat decisions can change because you don't know how someone's gonna tackle a beat.
See, that's one thing that I always had again, not as an artist, but I think like one, I guess sometimes when it comes to beats, I'm like, I couldn't imagine purchasing a random beat off of fucking BeatStars and just being stuck with the way they structured it. Like, I have to write and rap to whatever the fuck you already pre-structured, especially the ones that always come with built-in hooks.
If you buy the track stem, if you buy an exclusive, the track stems are legally yours, so you can rearrange it however you want. In fact, they don't even let people. The
I keep saying shitty, but I guess they're not shitty if you use them. But
the
non-exclusive leases where it's like, this is the beat.
Yeah,
Like
that you're stuck with.
You can barely rap to begin with, bro. What do you now? You have to fit into the structure someone pre-made. No.
Yeah.
Do better.
The way I was just kind of browsing it a little bit. It's very well organized. I appreciate that.
What did you say?
I was saying that kudos on the website, by the way. I was kind of browsing it a little bit. It's very well organized. I appreciate that.
Hey, thanks, man. I try to keep everything uniform and organized, make it easy for people to figure out what they want.
Yep.
Let's look at it. You want to look at it?
Yeah, go look at it. Pull it bitch up.
Let's look at it. Let's look at it together.
Go
Let's
ahead.
look at it
Custom
together.
background. Custom background.
Let's look at it together. Prod Yeti. Prod stands for producer.
Oh, I thought it meant prodigy.
You're welcome to play a snippet if you want to. I mean, I don't know if the audio works.
What about
I don't have the
can't
exclusive
do that.
rights to these.
Can't do that. Even if you give us permission, you can't do that because then we got to fight YouTube on it. It's a pain in the ass.
Damn, really?
Yeah, because we talk to so many artists. Like, they're like, yeah, we want you to play our shit. It's like, it doesn't matter if you say, you could message YouTube and tell them that, hey, you can play this, but it's still a pain in the ass because they're going to.
Damn, it'll flag it.
Yeah, it'll flag it. And then we got
Dang.
to tell them and go back and forth. And it's a pain in the ass. So
Damn.
they made it to where no music.
I feel that.
Which
Play
sucks.
it safe, man. It's better off.
Yeah, it sucks because we used to play music every week, and we would take a break or whatever, and then it got to be we had to pause the audio on our live stream, and we still play music elsewhere. Oh,
Wait, go back. Don't do the.
which one do you want us to play?
Go back to the home.
I was gonna play I can do a couple seconds. It's not gonna.
Yeah, we can do a couple seconds. We could probably do about 10 seconds.
I was trying to look at one that stood out to me. You can't just pick the best one.
You gotta pick the best one.
I have to pick the best one. Dirty Work.
They're all good. They're all good, right?
They're
He
all
just
great.
clicked on that one.
Oh, right, that's the
Thriller.
newest one, right?
But I have ones that I like more than others. It doesn't mean the others aren't good, but
Sure. Really good.
So yeah.
wow.
I wish I can't fast forward.
The bar, the white line above the artwork at the bottom. Down.
Oh, all the way.
At the very bottom, that little white bar. Yeah, right there. Right there.
Yeah, we saw all the way down. Yeah.
Go like 12 seconds in or something.
I didn't even see that.
Oh, okay. Possibly it said 13 seconds and we're clear. Oh, let me get the stopwatch.
Is that what it was? You get 13 seconds.
Oh, we're doing 12.
Well, because we played the snippet from Hard Jaws last week and didn't get dinged, and it was a 25-second video.
Oh,
Yeah.
how's it said 13 seconds and you're clear? As in, oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
I'll take that.
I'll take it too. We can play this beat because we own exclusive rights to it.
Hell yeah. Who produced that?
Grady Fitch.
Grady Finch. Wasn't he a nominee this year?
I believe so. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He was. He was in the Horror.
I hadn't heard of him until after.
He's a good dude.
They had a song on the radio in Detroit there for a while.
Yeah. I want to sing the song that I like.
Don't sing it because nobody.
Tears of Gold is the one that they.
I cry tears of gold. Yeah.
They're dope. You should check out Oh the Horror. They used to be on Magic Ninja Entertainment. They're like a mix of every. You can find something you like from them.
Yeah.
They do straight metal. They do a little bit of hip hop, and then they even do just straight fucking pop.
Yeah. And emo.
K-pop.
But
Yeah,
Grady's fucking super good. I think that's why he left because he wanted to do more pop music. That's purely speculation.
Mm.
But yeah. But he made that for us, and then our first background one, which we switched to occasionally, was done by Godson.
Godsend.
Oh, Godsend's word.
Yeah, Godson's the shit.
Hell yeah, man.
Like the volume.
Oh yeah, because I had to turn that beat down.
Yeah. Yeah. There we go.
Sorry, I got to turn Yeti back up.
We're fixing the volumes, the levels.
Turn it up. Turn it
You
up.
go through the same thing that your beat went through, and that was really loud, and you're not quite as loud.
Oh, my microphone's low.
You're fine.
No.
You're fine.
It was on our end.
No, the beat was just really loud when we played it.
No, I heard that too. Yep.
So I had to turn the whole thing down, which means I had to turn you back up to normal. That's all. But yeah, go check it out, man. ProdYeti.com. You can sample all those beats. and listen. You know what I mean? You'll find the one you like, get a fucking stack of them, put a fucking EP together. Like, I want all these fams. He's gonna give you a discount here at the bottom of the page.
Buy some beats while they're discounted, man. This man gonna blow up big. He's already
I
writing.
never said that, but you know what? I will.
He's gonna be right.
Bro,
You're
put
right.
me on the spot.
I mean, if you buy 8 or more, he'll give you a discount.
Discount right now.
Oh, that's more than fair.
Well, it says down here, buy 3, get it says, literally, I mean, it says it at the bottom.
Oh,
He's
that's
like,
the
fuck that. Is that on there?
licenses. That's the licenses.
yeah.
one.
Oh, but you get a discount. Yeah, well, he'll give you a discount if you buy
Yeah.
fucking exclusives.
I hook it
I
up,
didn't say
man.
how-
I hook it
I
up.
didn't say how much.
Yeah.
Hey, we didn't say what discount it was. It's up to you to decide. We're putting the
Yeah.
ball in your court.
Do a whole fucking EP. Do a Yeti EP with Yeti.
Yeah, it's a flash sale because you're gonna be releasing music. You know, it's a celebration.
Of course. Yeah, man. It's like I'm always like willing to discuss that. Now that we're on the topic, I'm always willing to discuss budget with artists, especially if I can tell that they're serious and they have that passion. It's like I'm not going to let a few, dollars short get in the way of what they're trying to do, especially if they have a plan and everything. So
Like, dude, I love this. I only budgeted fucking $1,000 for this. And you're like, well, it's $1,200, so we can't work together.
Bitch.
Yeah,
I'm
like
like-
I mean,
Like, no, dude, we'll figure it out.
yeah, exactly.
We'll work
Even if it's like exchanging a couple extra points to make up for that 200, it's like
Sure.
whatever it is,
Yeah, we'll make it work.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
make it work somehow. And then you can teach them about points.
Oh yeah.
That would bring up a great conversation, and they can learn how they're going to get paid on the back end of this project that they're
Spend knowledge from the jump before the transaction.
Let's see. That's what I like, man. You can't do that with a fucking BeatStar generic fucking purchase.
You know how many artists I've worked with in the past that did, bought beats from just generic people on YouTube, and they never even they couldn't show enough love to share it to their story when it dropped.
Yeah.
Damn.
They couldn't even share it to their story. Like, I
Someone
think
bought one of my beats. Yeah.
they're too good for it.
It's crazy, man. It's terrible. You're a real person, and you're a good person, and a happy person, and a nice
I try to
person.
be.
Yeah. Just
Try
as
to
far
be
as I
good.
know. Don't fucking murder anybody. Maybe look like an asshole.
Yeah, pull it.
You're looking out, bro. I needed that reminder.
He's such a good guy, says Replicon after he murdered.
Dude, he's gonna
Kill the whole family.
He's gonna present this in court. Like, see, they loved
this,
me.
this is my alibi.
He done killed the whole family. But
He was
see, a
here.
good guy.
He was here the whole time.
That's why his shit was froze earlier, because
Yeah.
he wasn't actually here.
Oh shit, he did
Well, name this episode Yeti's alibi.
There you
Yup,
go.
there it is. Yep.
That sounds like the next fucking EP, dog. That's a dope.
Yo,
title.
that's actually a good album name.
yeah.
Yeah, it
I'm
is.
saying, yeah.
Oh yeah. Do like
Yeah,
a
you could have that one license free.
That's
Yeah.
on us, bro. Man.
That's on
He
us.
said it.
That's how y'all beat.
And then go purchase a stack of beats, put yourself together a nice Yeti project, and then you can even hire us to host it for you. We'll host,
Yeah,
We host
whatever.
mixtapes
Yeah,
and shit,
whatever.
like-
If you want to talk to us, still
We'll come through.
Yeah,
you know
whatever.
what I mean?
I'd
That's all
love
we
to.
can. That's all we can do.
We'll
So
hang out.
I'd love to, man. Thank you for plugging all the work that I've been putting in over the years. I really appreciate the opportunity.
no, for sure.
Yeah, man, we talked about a lot of good stuff. So
Sure, man. Thanks for hanging out with us. I'm proud that we got to meet you. I'm glad the world decided. I think House of Id nominated you, and you guys haven't even worked together, so I don't know how
Did.
that works.
I gotta thank him for that. We follow each other on IG for quite a while now. So
You need to get over that. You guys need to fucking get your money up, Saint Nine, and pay this man. Do a fucking
Yo,
track.
it DM me, bro. Let's make this right.
Y'all ain't even got a fucking track together. And you look what you did. You made fucking look at all these best friends now.
Oh yeah, man.
You're making best friends, and you didn't even get your in. But yeah, man, no, I love it. I appreciate it. I love what you do. I hope it just keeps growing. We'll definitely have you back on, and obviously let us know when the fucking announcements for the album come out, and we'll
Absolutely.
let as many people know as we can. Maybe
I
get a
really
pre-order
appreciate
or
it.
two.
Really appreciate that, man. Thank you. Like, slasher movie, September 13th, Friday the 13th. Stay tuned. And then the album shortly after. Like I also said, anybody, I respond to all my messages. I'm constantly checking what's going on, who's trying to contact me. So shoot me a message. I'm very approachable. I'm an open book, man. Hit me up.
Hit him up. Follow him at Prod Yeti on Instagram, or just check out the website.
Shout out Replicon.
Slasher.
Shout out to us. Hell yeah, man. Any last words, shout outs, or something we forgot to talk about in all this mess?
Not that I know of. Just once again, shout out Jägermeister, the sponsor. Shout out Replicon and everybody involved for having me on. Shout out Id for getting me nominated in the first place, which led to this amazing interview. Yeah, man. I'm happy to be here. Appreciate it, man.
Hell yeah, man. We appreciate you. Thanks for being happy. Thanks for bringing happiness back into our lives.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Yeah, we'll definitely keep in touch, and hopefully a bunch of people come your way and you get flooded with fucking work and forget about us.
And everybody just an hour of fucking teaching set aside for every artist that you work with now. Yeah. Everybody that hears this interview is going to be calling them up like, all right, man, how do I do this?
Yeti, what's an A&R?
All right, so what's a beat?
Someone
Right.
say that?
No.
You're asking. You're reading the comments.
No, someone will ask you.
Yeah.
Oh
That's
yeah,
what-
man.
We want people to learn, bro.
Artists and repertoire. It's two guys run my A&R stuff. La Salsa and D Valor. Very knowledgeable guys. The best way I can describe them is they're the backbone behind the structure of everything that I'm working on behind the scenes. They can tell you a little more in detail about the kind of stuff that they do, but yeah, man, I'm really grateful for them, and I'm very, very glad I started working with them, especially in collaboration with this upcoming album. So, yeah, man. Shoot them a follow. Connect with them because they got a lot of knowledge to kick. A lot of the stuff I'm talking about with ASCAP and everything, I learned from them. So,
It's just important. It's important.
Hit them up.
We
sir.
learning all kinds of shit today. Fuck yeah, man. I love it.
But yeah, man,
Hell yeah, brother. Well, we will definitely keep in touch. And much love again.
much love, bro.
He's probably just gonna hang out in the fucking green room and not live. But
We could just invite him to be a special guest, and then we
fine.
could just carry on with.
maybe we will.
Maybe have La Salsa or Valor on, man. They got a lot of knowledge to kick.
No, for sure. We'll do a whole fucking go to school episode.
Just calling people. It's like, bro, you got to get in here. We're teaching
We're
people.
learning, man.
Chalkboard
telling
and everything on the backdrop.
Mhm.
We're telling industry secrets.
Yeah, we got to be prepared. We got to bring the chalkboards and shit, man.
Just have
They
like
call it-
the what do you call it?
They
Like the
got-
pointer thing that they use
Yeah,
in like
Draw
lessons.
big spider web. It's like, all right, we're here, and this is where we're going.
See, I'm already like, that needs to be a Patreon episode. People need to pay for this information. I'm over here like, I'm so happy that you're
I
spreading
gotta
the
chill. I gotta chill.
knowledge. People need to pay for this. Calm down. This is for us.
Yeah.
These are our
Oh,
secrets. Fuck yeah.
Word, man. Well, yo, thanks again for everything. Hope everyone has a fantastic night. And yeah, man, shoot me a message anytime.
All right, brother.
As well, so.
Whoop, whoop, or something. Peace.
So,
Yeah.
love y'all.
Have a good night, bro.
Boom.
Fingers.
There,
Yeah.
fingers. All right, he's out of here.
All right.
He's out of here.
All right.
Get out of here.
And that's our show, everybody.
Now we got to say fucking gross stuff. We got to make up for all this.
educational.
Yeah.
This episode's been too smart.
Poop dollar.
Poop dollar.
Poop dollar.
Whoop whoop. Wigs blown back.
Fam.
Fam. Famalama ding dong.
Whoop, whoop.
Violet J. I start saying all the keywords.
Mhm.
Hopefully push the algorithm back.
No, but yeah, shout out to Yeti, man. Mad love to that dude. He's super cool. I know a lot of fucking artists listen to the show, so
Well, it's good that we're showcasing these producers like this because
that's what I'm saying. Like they need
well,
y'all
yeah,
need to
they-
pay attention.
I think it'll bring I think it'll bring more good than bad to the industry.
For sure.
Getting all these people to work together and to know who they are and like, oh shit, that's who did that. Okay. I want to work with that guy.
Yeah. Pay attention. Yeah. I feel like, obviously, when you get more developed as an artist, you find people you work well with, you find people that make your type of music. But also at the same time, when you're like going through it, like you should at least attempt to work with as many people as possible, I think.
I mean, to a degree, at least see what they're offering.
Yeah, exactly. Like if I, like if I'm an artist and I want to make music, and I'm like, oh, fucking Willie Automaton's my homie, I want to work with him. Obviously, yeah. Let me listen to all this shit. But why not go to fucking Prod Yetis and sample his shit and be like, oh, this is fucking sick as fuck too. Let me get one from him. And I'm not gonna lie, as a fan, sometimes it's cool, like, when Buckshot's like, oh, my whole record's produced by Seven. You're like, oh, hell yeah. Because Seven's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But on the other end of it, when like ICP puts out a new record, or that's probably a bad example. Some artist puts out and they're like, oh, we got this guy, like all these fucking names that are sick. So you're getting a different sound.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Throughout the music, but it's all good. I like that.
I mean, that's a good approach to it as well. I mean, but some people want to have their own sound. Like they have that one sound for that album, and then they might change it up and work with other people.
Yeah,
and
mixing it up, I think is a good thing.
Yeah.
I mean, consider they're both good. So yeah, go check it out, and tell them we sent you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean.
You know what I mean, Rue? You know what I'm saying over there? Yeah, baby. What else is going on? Anything? Anyone? Bueller?
Bears.
Bueller? I got drunk twice this week. Or I drank twice this week, I guess I should say. That's fun. Don't you think?
Yeah.
What'd you do? You went to the dance recital and you went to work?
That's about all I did.
I went to Kansas City all by myself. Remember that?
With nobody else.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember that because somebody backed out.
No one was looking. I'm thinking of you. I didn't go to that show. I just hung out with Donna Rice and what does she call herself? Pixie Dust. Shout out to them guys. Shout out to Donna Rice and Lamented Clothing. Yeah, I actually got this cool shirt.
Who's that from?
Donna Rice.
Oh, yeah.
Never thought I'd wear a Shark Head Entertainment shirt.
What the hell's going on here? Come in here, you're flashing the camera.
Yeah.
Who is this?
I'm showing them my shirt I got from Donna Rice. Shark Head Entertainment. Because I know it was a long time ago, but I went to Kansas City by myself.
It is true. I was going to ask about that.
Yeah, I went. I didn't go to the show.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah.
They didn't let you in.
To be fair, I didn't try that hard.
Yeah.
I got down there and I was eating, and Donna Rice and them hit me up. They're like, you want to stop by? And I couldn't even check in the hotel yet. So I was like, oh, sure, whatever. You guys are just as far. So I ended up hanging out with them guys for a while, and old girl never messaged me back.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I could just show up down there. I got to go to the room. I'd like to take a shower. I was like, well, they just ended up coming and hanging out with me at the room. And we just partied at Harrah's, and they actually stayed there. They slept in your bed.
Yeah.
And
we
just hung out and drank. She never messaged me back, and I was just kind of annoyed. Like, I was like, I could go down there, but I'm not going to show up there with two new people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, she messaged me back after the show.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry. Blah, blah, blah. At like midnight or something.
I mean, at least she acknowledged that
I'm like,
you
cool.
At some point. I mean, she probably did it on purpose so that way she didn't have to tell you no.
Yeah. I'm like, cool. We're at Harrah's. Where's the other party? Like, I mean, it was a waste of time, but it was fun. You know what I mean? Like,
well, yeah.
It was a waste of time technically, but it was like You know what I mean? I'd already had to tell my friend I couldn't take him, and he had to change his plans. I rearranged things at home. I did things early. I worked extra hours because I was taking off. I did a lot of things to go on the trip, and I already paid for half of it. So I was like, fuck it, it'll be more fun than going to work.
Yeah.
I didn't really spend that much more money besides, gas, but
Did you guys go gamble? Go down
a little bit.
on the
Yeah,
floor?
that's really the only money I lost.
Yeah.
But it wasn't much.
Yeah.
I was more just hanging out. You know what I mean? And I had a room, so I had beer, and nobody cared that I was walking around with cans of beer. They only served bottles in the casino. It was fun. It was fun. And I haven't seen those. I feel like I haven't seen those guys in a long time.
I think it's been years.
Years. So that was cool. Hanging out with some old friends. You know what I mean? Hanging out with old friends. I got to eat some chicken and dumplings at some weird ass restaurant. Then I stopped at Taco John's on the way home.
Taco John.
So that was cool. Other than that, I just worked. Saturday night, I went out and hung out with some old friends. One of which I did not want to hang out with, but I agreed to go anyway. I had a few drinks, and it was fun too.
Nice.
It's always good when you can drink more than once in a week.
I agree.
I was hanging out. You know what I was hanging out with, Rue? Fucking crackhead, dude. I don't even want to say his name now because I just said
You kill a crackhead. Could be a crackhead.
Previous stories featuring this man was, let's go hang out. Oops, you just ended up in a fucking alley on the east side, and there's pimps, hookers, and fucking crackheads here, and you're inside buying crack. Hey, I'm mad at you. Oh yeah, fuck you. I'm on crack. Stay here.
What was you with one on?
No.
No, he's got a crack in his head. He ain't smoking the crack.
Yeah, but now they're like, he's gonna be. I was like, well, I don't really want to hang out with him. And then Eric, I was hanging out with Eric and Sarah, and they're like, and Eric he's like, well, I'll come get you, and I'm not gonna stay out late. Blah blah blah. I'm like, all right. And he's not responsible for me, so I guess I can sit in the same room as the fucking idiot.
Would you hang out at the house?
Yeah, at her house.
So
Caught up, played games, drank.
So
It was cool. I mean, I gave him a bunch of shit, but once you get drunk, you start telling old stories, and it started with you're a fucking shitty person, and then it ended into like, but you remember all the
oh, P, I didn't mean to.
It's like, so you're still
it
a
was
fucking
never that.
crackhead.
He knows he fucked up. What's he gonna do about it now? But we just talked about all the fun stuff.
God, I haven't seen that dude in a long fucking.
And he's like, you remember that time you put your penis on Facebook? I'm like, damn, bro. It's not as bad as fucking crack and leaving someone on the east side, but yeah,
I mean, it could be. It could be that bad.
He was like, I tried to call you. He's like, I know you got family on there and shit. I'm like, even if I didn't, I don't think that's okay. I think it was there for like 8 hours.
Oh, shit.
Woke up the next morning, like, phone just blown up. Oops. That message was intended for someone else. That was a long time ago. That was a hell of a long time ago.
That was back when Facebook was farmland.
Bro. Oh, God. I remember that. Dude, I was on Facebook before you were allowed to be on Facebook.
Yeah.
We lied. Me and Ryan Pelgrin lied to get on Facebook.
Yeah.
You had to be in college. It was only for college people. It was connected to a college.
Yeah.
And the chick he was dating at the time was at whatever college, and you had like a code.
How did you even know about it?
Because she was in college. She was in college. So she had it and told us about it.
He didn't listen
We
to the
just wanted to
story.
look at the chick. There was all these fucking hot. We're the same age.
Yeah.
We're college age. We're like, look at all this fucking, this is all bitches in college. You know what I mean? Dating, I don't even think dating sites existed back then. Or maybe they did. We just didn't know about them. Like, the internet was pretty fucking new.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were Christopher Columbus in that shit. And
No, we had MySpace before that. Facebook.
yeah, we did have MySpace. But I'm saying, like, I don't think dating. I'm sure they did, or we didn't know about them, or whatever. But it was like all fucking college. We're like,
They had
fuck
to pick
yeah.
up the phone.
Oh yeah, they had those. Yeah, dating websites were phone calls.
All right.
I've been on a few of those before. I remember coming home fucking hammered from the club, like,
Oh, no.
hello. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate because there was like I remember when live links and all that shit. It was all phones. Because there was like a cheat code to that, and they caught it eventually. I can't remember what it was. Because they wanted you to pay, and they're like, pay to connect or whatever. I'm like, fuck that. But there was a way. I think it was like, oh, you could. It was like you could send someone a message. It was like a voicemail, like while you're on the line, and they could send you a voice message back, so you could have a conversation for free. And then if that went well, you'd be like, here's my real number. Let's get off this stupid app so you don't have to pay $5 to fucking talk to each other.
Right.
And most of it was just fucking black chicks like, I'm horny. You want my pussy? You know what I'm saying? It was like, because it's like 4 a.m, bro. And it's just, I'm sure 90% of it was like, come get robbed. You know what I mean? But, I don't even know how we got to that. I don't even know what I was talking about. But yeah, I was on Facebook.
You're talking about getting left in the east side.
You were supposed to still be in college. So whenever that shit started, like 2012 or something. I don't know. 2008 maybe. I don't know. I just made up dates. And
I think 2012 sounds kind of right.
But yeah, I was on that shit. But yeah, that was fun. Did I watch anything this week?
2004.
So I think it was 8. I think 2008 made sense because they went to SEMO.
No,
Did I watch anything? Fuck. You said you attempted to watch that show, or you just looked for that show?
I looked for it. I was gonna watch it.
But you didn't find it?
No, but I think I watched something.
No, 2009. That's when Facebook overtook MySpace. It's the most popular social site.
Oh no, I didn't watch anything else. I was starting to rewatch fucking Twisted Metal. That's what I started. When I couldn't find that, I'm like, oh, Twisted Metal, there, fuck it, I'll watch that. And then I fell asleep and woke up, and it was all over. The whole season was over.
Yeah, all the shit I watched last week is still the newest stuff I watched. I don't watch anything. Well, I guess that was Tuesday. I went out of town Wednesday. I got home late on Thursday. Friday I worked. Saturday I hung out with friends. So I went to sleep kind of early.
I played golf Thursday.
Did you?
But yeah.
I need to watch. I got to watch that show too that we haven't mentioned yet.
And then I had a 92nd birthday to go to Saturday.
I thought you said 92nd, like it was like a speed birthday.
Oh.
We're having speed birthday parties.
I wish. No, it was a good time though. Old man still moves like fucking. Dude never ages. My great uncle. Dude like hasn't aged a bit. Still walking around. Still coherent with everything. At 92 fucking years old, though, it's amazing.
Yeah. I feel you, bro. That's wild. I'm already losing it, and I'm not even there.
Right.
I'm not even there. I wonder if this Instagram is still up.
Hey, Merle. Good question to that. Am I going to go to the Battlehawks playoff game at home here? I would love to, and I was going to step outside to try to win some tickets today to go to that fucking game, but I didn't have time. If tickets do come available and I can get a hold of one or a few, I'm going.
Have you been to one of those?
Yeah. Been to quite a few of them.
That's a football, right?
First year, yeah, Battlehawks.
Goddamn douche.
The call is the law.
Yeah. I keep forgetting which one's football, which one's not.
They're the same. They're both football.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
St. Louis City. We don't have a name. It's just St. Louis City.
Yeah.
They're the St. Louis City. The shittiest name you can have for a fucking soccer team.
Club.
Everybody else got names but us. We're just St. Louis City.
The St. Louis.
St. Louis City Soccer. That's what we are. Like, who gives a shit about St. Louis City Soccer? Who the fuck are they? They're not intimidating anybody. And they suck. They tied another fucking game. You don't even know me. I know your nose.
Oh. Nobody
You clearly
knows.
tell that I'm a soccer fan.
Fucking.
No,
I'd like to go to a soccer game.
I will. Yeah, I will go to one. But out of all the fucking things out there, you could have been called. You're the St. Louis City Soccer.
Yeah, it's a stupid fucking.
Yeah,
Fuck
it was
outta
a poor name. That's just silly. I mean, even we have a fucking mascot.
It's the Arch. Yeah, the St. Louis City Soccer is the Arch.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Even we have a fucking mascot.
Right. I mean, we couldn't
Like the coolest part about it is the fucking dinosaur.
we couldn't
Like y'all couldn't come up with a fucking
a name.
Yeah.
A name. A name.
I would buy your merch.
There's millions of names out there. That
I would love to have a fucking dope. Like no disrespect to the Cardinals, but that their shit's lame. Like their
logo was cool when it first came out. Now I'm sitting there staring at it all the fucking time when people.
I mean, it's okay. It's not bad. It's not.
Still
I don't. But it's not like it's not cool either.
No.
And their color, I don't like their color. Like, I'm not a big red guy. It's like
it's not red. It's pink.
Well, whatever.
Let's get that.
Well, no, I would if it was pink. I'd probably fuck with it.
It is pink. It's a darker shade of pink. It is not red.
But if I say
Motherfucker.
it'd be dope if they had a fucking.
It is not.
You know what I mean? Like the storm.
jerseys
The
are
storm.
pink.
We had the storm.
Right.
That's dope. Like
Or the steamers.
yeah.
Like it was a fucking steamboat. Like
Right.
what the fuck? Like
Well, no,
because
was
St.
it?
Louis
Oh, yeah, it
had
was a-
steamboat.
it was a-
We were like the biggest traffic. St. Louis area was like the biggest traffic for steamboats. That's why they were called the steamboats.
Cardinals are red, white, black, and yellow.
Yeah, we're not talking about baseball.
What were we talking about?
You were saying that the
That's what I
Cardinals
was talking
jerseys
about.
are pink and they're very clearly red.
We didn't say anything about Cardinals.
Yeah, we were talking about the Cardinals.
You
No, we were talking
the
about
Cardinals.
the St. Louis City Soccer.
No, but
team.
I said the Cardinals.
Oh, you said the Cardinals. I was
Yeah.
still on the.
Oh,
And
no, I was talking
and
about the
you
Cardinals.
Said, you said the Cardinals. You said now that you have to stare at it all the time on everybody's cars.
I was
it's
talking about
kinda
soccer.
shitty.
I wasn't talking.
no,
about
I was talking about the
We
Cardinals.
were talking about the Cardinals.
I was saying the Cardinals shit isn't that cool.
I mean, it's birds on a bat. It's a
Yeah,
pretty
I'm saying
cool
it's
logo.
fine, but it's not that cool.
It is.
It's not as cool as a goddamn badass fucking dinosaur. You know what I mean?
No, but I mean for baseball, dude,
I like
that's
the Cardinal. I like the STL logo more than I
The
like
Cardinal
the,
logo is actually one of the best logos in baseball.
Yeah.
Proven fact. Not just because I.
I'm
said
just saying it's a fine logo, but it's not.
It's a cute logo, but I just think it's
Yeah.
better over here.
But I'm saying I wish I would like to have a fucking something cool. You know what I mean? Like if the STL fucking football club had a dope, if they were like the STL, especially soccer. Like they usually have like, I feel like they'd have like, you know what I mean? They could be the fucking Yetis because we had him on the night. You know what I mean? Like the STL Yetis,
The
or
soccer
fucking-
team could have been called something.
the
better.
Viking, or anything. They should have been called anything other than just that.
I mean, they could have been called fucking emos or raviolis for all I give a fuck. At least have a fucking name.
That would have been fucking. Dude, I'd have a ravioli jersey all day.
I mean, let's at
The
least
St.
have a
Louis
fucking
Toasted
name.
Ravs, bro. Why is that not a team? That's got to be a team. I want a jersey. Somebody give me.
I don't think. Is there any professional team that's named after a food?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking Phillies.
Yeah. There's college. There's all. Dude, there's,
if you
there's
want
all
it's a stretch,
kinds
it's a stretch,
It's a
but
stretch.
bro. There's all kinds of college teams that are
I
like.
didn't say that before professional.
Well, whatever. Still.
let me run through names.
Well, there's a lot
I
of
don't
there's a
think
lot
there
of
is.
college teams that are have cool fucking food names. And really cool fucking logos that I fucking almost buy hats to all the time. That's why I know. I look at hats.
Like, why isn't like
I'm like, I'm gonna get a West Virginia Burgers hat or whatever the fuck it is. You know what I mean? Like
why isn't
the
like
Cleveland Corn Cobs. I'm like, sign me up, dude.
Oh,
They
yeah,
got like
the corn
dancing-
Husker was college football. Corn Husker.
I mean, minor leagues, obviously, yes. There's a bunch of foods, but there's not foods in any of the major sports. I don't think.
Now, why isn't okay?
You can eat a bear.
There's a lot of them
Why-
are birds in states.
Why
You
isn't
can eat birds.
why isn't Kentucky University called the fucking Kentucky Chickens for fucking Kentucky Fried fucking Chicken, bro?
That's dope.
Like, why would you be the Kentucky Chicken? Like fried fucking chicken. Like you could, like Colonel Sanders said, "Fuck you, I'm from Kentucky, so it's Kentucky Fried fucking Chicken."
It's finger
So
licking.
the
good.
University of fucking
Maybe
Kentucky
maybe that was
should be called the Chicken,
could have been a right.
not the fucking what are they the fucking like birds or some shit? I don't know.
The Kentucky
Oh,
Fighting Cocks.
You know, I know just as much about sports as I do politics, right?
Oh, you know a lot. Man.
They should just
I actually know more about sports than I do politics because I look at hats. I go to the fucking lids and look at the minor league teams and try to find a cool hat. And then I bother myself because I think about the conversations I'm going to have wearing it, so I don't buy it.
I mean, you got fucking Philly hats.
I
all
know,
over
and
the
I get
fucking
so
place.
sick of the conversations.
You have Pirates hat. You have a pirate hat on your fucking
And
head.
the fucking sports people want to be like, "Oh, Phillies fan." I'm like, "No, my name's Paul."
You guys are doing bad.
I don't even let the conversation happen. And no, my name's Paul. I bought the fucking Phillies hat because there's a giant P on it.
Oh, you guys are doing bad this season,
Yeah.
huh?
Like, I don't even know what this is, bro.
And they look at you like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. I'm like, no, dude. I'm over it, dude. Because it's happened so many times.
Well, yeah, being in St. Louis, I'm
Yeah.
sure you get a lot of it.
I'm like, bro, no. So I can only imagine that the minor league fans are way worse, bro. If I was wearing like a Missouri State hat, dude, people would run up and hug me and shit. Like,
Brother!
and not the ladies.
No.
Not the ladies.
It would be only
Yeah, I mean,
dudes.
why wouldn't the soccer team be called the St. Louis Rams?
That'd be
Like
sick,
that would be a dope ass name. For one, I mean, yeah, it's a food, but the Ravs. I mean, who like that could be so
Bro, a
many
little
different
toasted
things.
wrap, like
At least they'd have a fucking mascot.
the hands. Yeah, it's a fucking easy one. You just make a fucking square, bro. Put some stitching in it to make the little loopies on the side.
SpongeBob fucking SquarePants.
Yeah, SpongeBob T-Rab.
Just color them fucking brown and
Yeah, it's a
little
brown SpongeBob.
just sprinkle a little fucking green onion on them or whatever the fuck it is. Little parsley.
They're
Please
part
don't
of the
put green on
MLS,
it.
aren't they?
Little parsley, huh?
They're part of the MLS, right?
The St. Louis Soccer, St. Louis City
Soccer.
Yeah.
Or is it minor
Oh,
league?
the major league.
Okay, I thought they were MLS.
They are. That's why everybody else got a dope name but us. But I mean,
I'm just happy they're here.
we do kick ass. I don't really give a shit about it being here. I would like to go to a game, but I'm not gonna buy tickets. I'll get a free one. It'd be fun.
I would 100% go to a free game for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna turn down. I won't turn it down.
St. Louis City Soccer Football Club. I don't know what the fuck you call yourself. You should sponsor Replicon Radio. We'll let you use our cool name.
Yeah.
Hey, Merle, what the fuck are you? Are you drunk already? Missouri State is where my starts college this fall.
Fuck yeah.
Where his kid starts college,
We
probably.
just forgot a word.
Probably says where.
But also yes to the first question as well.
Right. Fucking fat finger motherfucker.
There's not many times you can catch Merle not drunk.
That's all right.
Unless he's on his way to getting drunk by drinking.
Right.
I like how he like leaves his house from drinking to go get to go to the bar to drink and then get beer to bring back to his house.
Well, he's got to work at the bar.
Yeah.
And drink.
And drink.
Yeah.
Drinking. Hey, yes, I'm fucking
Hey,
drinking.
and that's okay.
Or I mean, they
That's
could have
okay,
been.
Merle.
I mean, they could have been like, I don't know, the fucking Clydesdales or some shit. I mean,
That would be cool.
1,000 fucking names. I mean, they could have been like the
Ooh.
pretzels from Gus's Pretzels. I mean, there's so many fucking things in St. Louis they could have made a name.
Obviously, food and beverage.
Sure.
The St. Louis shots. Shot getters.
Hey, next week on the show, we got Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles.
Dr. Giggles.
Nice.
For the first time ever.
All right.
So make sure you guys tune in next Monday, June 10th. We're going to learn about some giggles. Every time I see that, I want to say Dr. Wiggle Farmer from the ICP song. Weird. I don't know why.
That is a secluded memory.
The brain just goes to weird places.
I get it.
Dr. Wiggle Farmer.
I mean, I would even let St. Louis City use our logo for a hefty price.
Yeah.
Fucking Replicon.
Mm-hmm.
I would definitely like, sure, you can take our name, but you're going to pay.
Oh, that'd be sick. They better be
I'll even
good,
give
though.
you our fucking logo.
I mean, it'd be a shared exclusive
Well, absolutely.
because they would tell a bunch of
Well, yeah, and we would get money from every jersey. So
Yeah. Good license. Fuck yeah. What's up? I as much as that idea is great and it's the best logo in the world, I'd still fuck with the T-Revs.
Yeah.
The STL Revs, bro.
I mean,
sounds cool.
Yeah, like it's like it works so well.
that's it. I'm buying an NFL team and I'm going to move them to St. Louis here, and they're going to call T-Ravs.
STL Revs. I mean, I guess the T-Rex could work as a T-Rev.
It could.
Can somebody? Nobody can do anything. Never mind.
We're in fantasy land.
I was gonna say, can somebody turn our dinosaur into a T-Rev?
Kicking the soccer ball.
No. We can make them holding the soccer ball. That's easy.
Yeah. I just looked down and I'm not wearing it. Like I assumed it was right here, and it's not.
You cheated.
I made him hold the bowling ball. You ain't even got one on underneath there.
There it is.
Oh, the fucking Michelin man's on the back.
No.
I got Larry on my shorts though.
Larry.
I thought you was wearing a Chapter 17 shirt. From what I can see of it, it's what kind of looks like.
Yeah.
That's Orias's logo.
I mean, all I could see was like the top curve.
Yeah.
So I thought it was like a C.
There's a shrunken head on the back.
Oh, I see the side of it.
Yeah, you can see the back of your shirt from there.
Right.
Well, I know he can't, which is why I told him what was on the back.
I like the billboard,
Shrunken Entertainment.
100%.
Well, my friend gave it to me for free, and I said, I'll wear it on the show.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Oh, yeah.
Fuck him. He ain't giving me nothing free.
You wanted his fucking house open.
Hey, he could have sent something home for you to give us.
I don't think they'd make them that big.
Motherfucker, I can fit a 4X like you.
He only had one.
No, he had more than that.
I don't know.
You ain't fooling nobody.
All I know is he said, "What are you wearing?" I said, "A 4X." He said, "Oh, great! I've been trying to get rid of this one forever."
He could have like
like,
sent
cool, I'll
home.
take it.
Could have sent home a sticker for dead body.
And then we talked about a lot of other future.
A lot of behind the scenes, which is good.
Man, fuck
St.
that
Louis
Oreo.
City Replicons. What'd you say? Fuck that
Fuck
Uber.
that Oreo.
That Uber Eats.
He's a goober.
Go, yeah, that goober.
You're a goober.
Goober. Donald Rise, you're a goober.
Goober, baby.
What else? What else? Yo!
Oh, you and Pete dressed alike today. You guys both have Larry on your shorts.
Oh.
The only two people in the entire world that have Larry shorts. We're wearing them on the same day. That's funny.
I mean,
I had some of my other
to
shorts.
be fair, though, it's not exactly hard to match him in those shorts because they don't come off of him.
I don't ever wear these shorts. These are Larry's. You don't even know the difference between Larry and Barry. You're not even a replica. What are you, bro?
You want to play kickball?
What do you guys think about Eminem's comeback?
I thought that song was dope.
So good.
It was a good song. I was like, oh shit.
I didn't even look to it.
Really?
How much I care.
Oh, bro, come on, dude.
Fuck that.
It definitely reminded me of Shady.
Yeah.
Slim.
You know he's
Slim,
putting out a new album, right? Like,
Yeah,
the
I'm
Death
so
of Slim
excited.
Shady.
Yeah.
I wasn't even.
No, that's not what it's called. The Death of Slim Shady.
Yeah.
I seen a different one. That was a different.
The song that just came out.
Oh,
is
the
Houdini.
song is
Houdini.
Okay. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. It's the first track off of
Yeah. I
the
don't
record.
That's crazy. That's the first track. Usually the first couple tracks are shitty, and then it gets
care.
fired.
Eminem's a bitch.
So good.
That's the only
That's
thing.
such a
That's the
good
only thing
song.
still juggle.
I feel like you would
about it. Fuck
actually-
Eminem.
I feel like you would actually enjoy if you listen to it. I feel like you'd like it because it's like old Eminem. It's the thing. It's what
I didn't like old Eminem.
But it's fine. It's because you didn't know any better.
No, that's clearly because I knew better.
But now you
No,
know
he liked
better.
Jay a
The
lot
guy
better
was
back then.
trash. Who?
Jay.
Yeah.
Yeah, he liked Jay a lot better back
Yeah.
then. We weren't allowed to like Eminem. But fun fact, I had the Marshall Mathers LP, and that was like one of the, I could get that before I could get
I ain't giving
ICP.
that
stuff.
fucking fuck shit any of my fucking money. Fuck that.
Well, it's
I ain't
free on-
giving him
it's free
no
on the
play.
internet.
No, I give him plays. And then he makes money. So I'm giving him money.
But yeah.
What a bitch!
But anyway,
I'll let
I think
you
it's
play it
dope,
for
and
me.
it's fucking. I will play it for you. You gotta watch the video. It's fun
But it ain't gonna happen
because it's a lot of
tonight,
like
'cause I'm going
throwbacks to
bed.
like old Slim Shady shit.
Like the whole video is. I
gotta
haven't
do
seen
it. You
I saw a
gotta-
clip, but
You
from what
gotta
I
do that
saw.
next week when you get here. Because Maya's gonna go to bed here.
Well, we'll just stop 5 minutes early and we'll watch the video.
We can just stop now and watch it.
55 minutes early. There we go.
But it's like, you know how everybody's fucking shitty now and nobody can say anything and everybody's gonna get canceled. Everybody's fucking woke. Eminem is just like, fuck you. Like, I'm bringing the old me back. And he even he literally a line from the song.
Oh, so
like,
he changed his mind. He's not a Biden supporter anymore. He realized that he fucked up.
I don't know. Again, I don't.
I mean, I don't know. When you, I understand you have a platform.
I just think that every time I bring something up, it has to be you have to redirect it to politics.
Well, getting into that age group.
No. I didn't do it. He did it.
Biden did it.
When you have, I understand you have a fucking platform to stand on, but at the same time, you should not put politics into your career. That's just a bad. It's bad. It's a bad look for you, in my opinion.
You're putting politics for your career right now.
Thanks.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying that's why I don't really care for Eminem, because he wants to sit here and throw shit like that. That's why I don't really give a fuck about Tom McDonald anymore. That's why I don't give a shit about a lot of people.
Tom McDonald's obnoxious. Sorry,
He's definitely
Tom.
not a Biden supporter, though. I know that.
No, but he
Tom
puts
McDonald.
politics in his shit. We don't need to do that. Now, if you want to talk some shit about like standing up for the fucking country that you were fucking raised in, that's one thing. But when you sit here and you love the country and you want to rap about it or whatever, that's fine. But when you start bringing in politics and start talking shit about one side or the other, I don't give a shit what side it is. It's just a bad fucking look for you. You need to leave if you're in that kind of platform, you need to leave politics out. Just like if you're a sports figure, you need to leave do your fucking job, play sports, and leave the politics out of it.
I agree. If you're in the entertainment, but I mean, they also, they feel the need to speak because people listen to them. Yeah.
Fucking hand, bro. I want to touch on that point, but I'm not going to because people are fucking stupid.
I just think it's a dope song by Eminem. I think that's. He even says, "What would the old me say?" And I mean, probably say that was gay.
I mean, you have the right to that.
And you know the Steve Miller song "Abracadabra"? That's what it samples.
Yeah, the whole
abracadabra.
Yeah.
Oh, so he got to steal somebody else's shit.
Everybody does that shit.
See,
it's called hip hop.
We can't have nothing original anymore.
But look, dude, Eminem is so fucking clever. Probably because he's a Biden supporter or whatever you're gonna say. But he just does
not what I was gonna say at all.
He just does things that are extremely clever. His first song is called Houdini, right? Well, he's about to turn 52. This is the Death of Slim Shady record. Houdini died at the age of 52 in the state of Detroit. So the whole thing is like an homage and play on words just based on the title. Like, it's insane, dude.
And you don't think he planned that?
And it was
that's what I'm saying. Like,
and it was Abracadabra. The fucking backtrack.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, it's so fucking clever.
That's why he's the greatest.
His fucking daughter probably told him to do something like that.
Yeah, stupid bitch.
He ain't that smart. I still would see if I seen that dude in person, I'd still fucking punch him in the face.
Shot paintballs at our butts.
Just saying.
So you might want to screenshot that.
I would still punch that dude in the face.
I meant he says I agree with you.
Hey, Merle.
No, he's not agreeing with me. He's agreeing with Rudy.
Yeah.
No, no.
Hey,
he
would
never agree with me.
Oh,
yeah.
No, I don't give a shit what side you support. When you're in that figure, you don't need to bring politics into your shit. Leave it out.
I don't bring it into any of my shit. I actively try to push it out.
Yeah, well, you're not famous and you don't make millions of dollars off of bullshit.
It's true. But I actively try to push it out of my shit.
Get out of here, you
talk about
corn husk.
34 felonies. I think it's ridiculous that people are comparing. I don't know anything about anything, but if we're going to talk about it, I think it's ridiculous that people.
I wasn't going to.
Well, I'm not going to talk about it. I'm going to say one thing, and then I'm sure you'll talk about it.
I don't want to.
I think
it's
it's insane.
I'd rather you not say this one.
I just think it's thinking that people are comparing Trump to Jesus. That's it.
I didn't see any of that.
Oh, I've seen it like multiple times.
But
like Jesus, literally, I've seen it multiple times.
Shit.
Jesus was
That's what they
wrongly
were
crucified
talking
as
about.
well, and whatever put to the stake, and I still follow him.
I did see that.
Wow.
I'm like, bro, I don't care who you
I
support.
think the one that I said,
Like-
the one that I saw, he was condemned in an unjust court
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, comparing it to Jesus. I'm
Oh,
like, bro.
My God, I didn't make that. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
I don't get involved. Support whoever the fuck you want to support, whether I like them or not. But don't.
Yeah.
Nope. Yeah.
You're
come on.
getting, that is.
But it ain't him
suspicious.
doing it. It's
I
people
know.
being fucking
Well, no,
stupid.
but yeah. Well, that's how we got here. Is people being stupid.
All right, I will say this because you said one thing. I'm gonna say one thing, and we can leave it at that. But
Fuck yeah.
all the charges that he's being charged on, there's no prison time for that. All the charges, all it is a fine. There's no, everybody's all like, oh my God, he's going to go to prison. Oh yeah, fuck hell. Everybody's, oh, hey, he's going to prison. Hey, you stupid motherfuckers know the goddamn law. You need to know the laws before you can even sit there and say it. You just look like a fucking idiot, just like the rest of you stupid motherfuckers. But anyways.
But that does mean he's not president because you can't be a felon in a president. I don't think.
Yeah, you can.
I don't think so.
Well, anyway, he can still get out of it. It's not. He hasn't been charged with these. He's been charged, but he hasn't. He is going to appeal them. And then once he appeals them and gets a correct jury in there, it's not gonna matter anyway. But yeah, they're trying so hard to get this dude. If you can't see that one man is trying and wasting all our time, anyway, I'm not getting into it. But all the charges that they're on, none of them are facing jail time. They're not hard enough
that's
to
just
face
the same as like
jail time.
one of us getting a. They're not the same, but comparable to one of us getting a
he could still be president
a
as a felon.
speeding ticket or something, right? A non-jailable speeding ticket. And instead of being convicted for the speeding ticket, we hire a fucking lawyer. We get it reduced to a goddamn parking.
Correct.
And it's
a fine.
And you're fine. You pay a little bit more, which obviously you can do that if you're a goddamn billionaire. And that's, obviously we know the whole court system's based off money.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So if you have the most money in the world, even if he was guilty, I'm not saying he is.
Well,
I'm just saying even if he was, as long as he pays a big enough fine, he'll be fine. That's probably where the name fine comes from.
If you pay, you'll be
You know
fine.
what? You'll be fine.
Money does run the courts because I think didn't they release Weinstein or something like that? I think
But
they
that's
let
what
him out.
all these people that are like, oh my, yeah,
No, they hung
he's
him.
going to jail.
Oh no, you're talking about
You're thinking of
Epstein.
Epstein, yeah.
All the fucking Steens.
Yeah, the Steen. The other Steen.
Yeah.
Thinking of Bernstein,
Yeah,
man.
the fucking Goddamn, it's Mandela.
Bernstein.
Nelson Mandela died in prison.
Yeah, Bernstein. Sorry.
Bernstein.
But yeah, so
Shazam!
like all these people are like, he's
Shazam.
going to jail. Look at that. No, he's not. They're not jail-worthy fucking charges. First off, but these fucking idiots don't know the fucking laws.
He's gonna get acquitted, and then they're gonna fucking drop the Trump Stormy Daniels fucking sex tape, and it's gonna be the biggest selling video on YouTube.
He would
Tom
be-
McDonald's gonna do a whole fucking series about it.
Oh, he's gonna do a whole music video series.
He's gonna do a
about
Netflix special.
it. Yeah.
All I know is a lot of people are going to be pissed off come November.
And then
One
we're
way
all
or
gonna get
another.
fucking Neuralinks, and no one's gonna remember this shit anyway.
I'm pissed off because they both suck. Why are they the fucking choices? That's all they got? That's it. Like it's just like the name of our fucking football team. It's like that's all you could come up with?
St. Louis City,
Out of all the fucking names, all the people here didn't come up with any names better than that.
right?
And like a couple
That
of
was high.
I know.
And,
Just-
How did you get so high?
yesterday. And honestly, like all these people are coming out saying that Trump took money, this and that, or whatever the fuck case is. There's a drug dealer, literally a drug dealer, that stole money from him. That is trying to that is part of this case, and he's just sitting back and just like, no, motherfucker, that's not right. Dude's a drug dealer. He needs to be locked up behind bars because he stole money.
It's a very Trump thing to say. After he bought drugs from the guy, and the guy was like, "Yeah, no, yeah, he did that.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't that
It's
he
a very-
bought drugs. It was a
Drugs are
drug.
bad.
He's just
You
a
need to
drug
definitely
dealer.
be in jail for doing what you're doing. I don't know who you are. I didn't do drugs.
You don't listen. That's not.
That's
It's
actually
not
a
that
pretty
he was
decent
buying
impression.
drugs from.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't either.
Literally, the only thing I know is guilty. That's the only headline I ever saw. I was like, oh, It literally a few hours. I didn't know who they were even talking about. That's how much I paid attention.
Yeah, and
I thought OJ was back or some shit.
No, he
Like,
died.
like Facebook and Instagram, like they're all like, "Oh, he's going to jail. He's going to jail." I'm like, if you knew the laws, he ain't going to fucking jail, dumbass.
I mean, I don't even know what he did or what he was committed.
Well,
I didn't.
But
know
I'm saying, regardless of that, without any information at all, I knew
I don't know all 34.
He's not
of
going
them.
I don't know
to
how they
jail.
got
One was-
34 counts.
because of the president.
Unless he got caught
that we have
murdering
right
someone, then he maybe go
Yeah,
to
he was
jail.
paying off a hooker.
But
Don't we all?
with
Stormy
like
Daniels-
fund money from
Yeah.
the campaign.
because apparently he gave her hush money. Well, if you want to look at that shit, we can say Biden gave hush money to the fucking Middle East when he left all our equipment over
To
there.
be fair,
Or
when
you
you
can
pay a
sit here
hooker,
and
isn't that
say-
just hush money?
No, he
And
already
it-
paid her, but he's gonna pay.
But he paid her more.
Because she wrote a fucking
Whatever,
book.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then again, Bill Clinton also gave what's her name fucking hush money.
Monica
But,
Lewinsky.
but nobody wants to talk about that.
Shout out to her.
No, it was different. Yeah, it wasn't Monica. It was somebody else. I'll have to go back and look at that. I
Yeah,
can't remember
Monica-
who it was, but it was somebody else. It was like 800,000.
She wrote a book too, right? That shit's in her book, though, isn't it? Monica's. What
Yeah,
other type
watch-
of books I read?
You watched the documentary on not documentary. What was it? It was like the documentary on like
Didn't they
that
sell the
era.
dress? Is this
Yeah.
the
No,
dress,
they did.
right?
Yeah,
And it had cum stains on it, right?
Yeah.
Like that was a thing that happened in our reality,
Yeah.
right?
Yes, yeah.
Okay. I thought maybe I just made that up.
no, that was
Right.
that was actually part of the documentary. I watched the whole documentary on
Yeah.
that, and she was like talking like it was her documentary, I guess, on that whole scenario, and
Laura Tripp.
it brought it.
No, that's the one that fucking put it to light. I think that was like, hey, he's having sex with her.
He gave her like 800,000 or it was it 800,000 or something like that to be quiet, and she did, but she took the money.
Yeah, I'd be upset about that.
But he didn't go to nothing went to trial with that. Nothing happened with that. They just brushed it under the rug.
I mean,
How did Hillary not off that bitch?
the same reason why Monica's still alive.
Well, Monica's fine. It was the one that was the whistleblower.
Both of them were the whistleblowers.
Well, Monica was kind of forced into.
I mean, I remember.
No,
Yeah.
Monica was not forced into it.
I didn't
No,
get
I
it.
meant into like be like, oh yeah, he did this. I didn't know what I was doing.
Oh no, she knew what she was
Oh,
doing.
what? You
She
tripped, fell,
brought-
landed on his dick?
No,
she actually
no, she's trying to cover her ass. So
she engaged that whole thing.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Of course she did.
It's the biggest fucking.
She did. She had like the biggest fucking like crush on
He
her, dude.
played the
And-
fucking saxophone on TV. I
And
mean,
he
the ladies
it
loved
with
him.
Bro, everybody has groupies. He's the goddamn president.
He,
I remember when that shit. I was like, all my thoughts were he could have done better.
I was on the news over that shit.
Like, bro, you're the fucking most powerful man in America. You picked that bitch.
I was
I mean,
on
Hillary too, but Lord of mercy, that
I was
was,
on-
probably since she didn't want to die.
I was on Channel 2 over that shit.
Were you talking
Swear to
about
God.
blowjobs?
Talking
Man, I
about,
would
talking
love
about
to-
that.
I would love to be on the news talking about blowjobs.
Talking about that situation. Yes, I was on the Channel 2.
What
news.
did they tell you? What did you say?
Well, they came to.
Can we
to the
find
high
this
school.
clip somewhere?
I'm pretty sure.
High school Rue talking about blowjobs on the news. Why is this just coming to light?
It wasn't.
This
It
should be the
wasn't
number
about
one
that.
video on our channel.
It wasn't about that. They came to our school, and they came to our class, and the teacher picked two people to go talk
Uh,
to the
oh
news,
Jesus!
and she picked me because I spoke freely about it,
you're outspoken, clearly.
and I spoke my mind, and she told me you'd be fucking perfect. So I was like,
He
all
grabbed the
right.
microphone and said, "Fuck her right in the pussy."
So I went out. They asked me. I went out in the hallway. They asked me the
Camera
question.
phones didn't exist back then.
They asked me questions, and I answered them. And I probably gave a little more information than I needed to. But
Did it air? Did you watch it?
yeah, I watched. I think
You
I got
remember what it?
I think I got it on tape. Yeah, they asked me like how I felt about the president cheating on his wife or some shit, and I was like, well, if he's gonna cheat on his wife, why wouldn't he cheat the fucking country? Oh, like I laid into it. Like it was horrible. I mean, it was good for me, but it was fun. It was fun for me. I shouldn't say it wasn't
Right.
horrible for me. It was fun for me, but yeah, dude, I just kind of like lit him up.
Yeah, I mean, you shouldn't cheat on your wife.
Take that, Bill. Fucking William.
Well, adultery is bad,
And I really didn't even give a shit back then.
but
That was the funny part.
whatever.
I don't even. It was one of my history teachers.
Does it make you a worse president or a better president? I don't know. Might make you a better president.
I don't know.
Obviously,
he was
obviously if someone else isn't doing the job, you're gonna find a way to get the job done.
That's what I'm saying. That's a good campaign slogan.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna get the job done one way or another.
right?
I don't know. I think he was a piece.
It's
of
not
shit
what's
for
best.
it.
It's not what's best for her. It's what's best for the country. Well, clearly he needed to fucking relieve some stress.
And he was in the office. I mean, geez.
Right.
Yeah,
And you're the
it was,
quote unquote most powerful person in America. I mean, I can only imagine.
yeah. I don't know. It was
The only thing I can relate it to is music artists.
It was a whole good, like, probably 5-minute conversation. It was.
I would have
Yeah,
loved to fucking
It was
see that.
entertaining. Stop. Go lay down.
I mean, I know the president's probably hard to get to because of security and shit, but the people that are able to get to him, women wise, not all of them, obviously, but I'm sure women
She
throw
was
themselves.
a college student.
Women
Monica
throw
was a-
themselves at
Monica was a college student.
women throw themselves at shitty rappers.
And she had
It's crazy.
With a little bit of power,
she
is
had
like,
gotten a job to be like not a journalism, but like she got a job to like
yeah, wasn't she like? I
work
thought she was like
with
an
him.
intern or something, right?
Yeah, she got in the job to like work with him as like basically an intern.
That was another lifetime ago.
Well, shit.
That was some
Figure we was in high
multiverse
school.
shit, bro. Were we? Yeah, that was a long time ago.
Well, you figure
Tonight, everything we've talked about tonight
2000.
makes me feel old. I've mentioned multiple times that the internet didn't exist, so
Ooh,
I just
2008?
immediately started remembering about this being
No.
on the news. I was like, the 90s headlines was wild because I mean, like, yeah, shit like the Monica Lewinsky scandal, the fucking OJ scandal, the fucking Princess Diana thing.
You're forgetting there's a lot more in between fucking OJ and the fucking Clinton deal.
Oh, I know.
A lot more.
Oh, yeah. But just TV in the 90s was wild in general.
Now, I do want to ask you guys this question. I don't
All
know.
right.
Well, you guys don't. Never mind. It ain't gonna work.
I love it. Let's do it.
I can't because you guys don't pay attention. But you do pay attention to the news, maybe.
Then you can ask the question. I cannot answer it.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's see how closely you get to this working.
Republican in office or Democrat in office. When do we have the most school shootings? When is there the most school shootings?
I haven't done the research.
Have you
to know that.
have you noticed these trends?
No.
Because it's always when there's a Democrat in office, you see more school shootings on the news.
I mean, I think
Than-
school shootings are
than
ways to
anybody
cover up shit that's going on in the news anyway.
It could.
I have no idea.
And what better if they're doing shady shit in the Senate and all that shit? What better than to push their agenda, or like solidify their agenda by having such salacious news headlines that everybody hates?
Yes, I do have an answer for this question. My answer is I have no fucking idea. But I'm assuming, based on the fact that you asked that question, Democrats have some sort of anti-gun policy, which is what you're trying to get the point across at.
No, what? It was just.
Is that right?
That's not why I asked.
I don't even know if that's true. I'm just assuming
Democrats
that's true
are
because
typically
yeah, they
anti-gun.
do.
you asked the question.
Yes,
There's
they-
no other reason to ask that question. other
They
than-
are anti.
Yeah.
But there's always like these horrifying shootings, not necessarily just school shootings, but all these horrifying shootings when Democrats are in office.
It's probably to push their anti-gun agenda.
Yeah.
So do you think a lot of these school shootings really happen, or these shootings really happen, or do you think they're just making them up to like get people like, oh, like look what happened, oh look what happened if we didn't have guns, look what happened.
Yes.
I'm not saying they're all made up, but I feel
Well,
like
that was the whole thing
some
about
of them
Sandy
are.
Hook.
Well, I don't know.
Bro,
Up next,
they're
Alex
so-
Jones, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, Alex
There-
Jones, like he said it about Sandy Hook, but I think
There
that
is
Sandy Hook was a setup
so-
because there was known actors there, trauma actors
Dude.
that were at other school shootings prior to
Bro.
that, and the school got bulldozed immediately. Like it's gone. There's no evidence. Like there was so many. I'm not going to get into the Sandy Hook thing, but
Yeah.
but yes, I
But no,
do
it's-
think that
it's
some
wild,
of
bro.
them are very conveniently done at a very convenient time.
there was so
to
many
push an
conspiracy
agenda.
theories about that whole Sandy Hook thing.
Yeah.
That was unfucking believable. Like it was got to the point to where you didn't know what to fucking believe.
Because can't there be both? I mean,
Yeah.
I think that's the answer to most things nowadays. It can be both. Like,
What do you mean, like fake and real?
yeah,
It could be fabricated.
because
sure.
I'm sure there's plenty of people there that were real and war victims and tragedy happened because these people set up this thing to happen. You know what I mean? Similar to like when I do that fucking acting gig that I do sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm put in a position for these people to interact with me. I'm the only one that knows what the story is.
Right.
Whatever my interactions are with these people are real.
And they have to pick up on what you're putting down.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you do that on a larger scale, people are in place.
4-1. Yeah,
People are in place to make these things happen.
Yeah.
So yes, these things are placed, but also there's real tragedy involved in it, which makes it even worse. You know what I'm saying? So you can't. So someone like Alex Jones got fucking tore the fuck down because real children died.
Yeah.
And he was like, "No, it's all bullshit."
Right.
But he was probably a lot of it right, and a lot of it was set up, and it was bullshit. But obviously, children tragedy is more important than whatever the fuck he's talking about.
No,
or at least we,
I do try to
sleight of hand enough for it to not fucking get looked into.
Now, with that being said, with the school shooting, I do try to look at what's more put in play when a Republican is in office, and I can't really figure anything out. Like, I feel like the news is more
like the
truthful.
whole we're just gonna end abortion. Yeah, the no abortion rights. We're taking away women's rights.
That was just recent.
I mean, it's been going on for years. Like they're right now. The agenda it's always anti-abortion. It's always anti-abortion and anti-women's rights.
You never seen that when Bush was in office.
The fuck you didn't.
No,
they always
seen
it's always
about
something. It's always something that gets hot. Well, the
Always
oil is
seen
about
with the
war.
Yeah, war is everybody likes that.
Yeah, everybody likes.
I mean, that's what I've seen more. Now, recently, yes, you've seen more of the abortion shit going on. Yes.
War is
Well,
fun.
because they're getting
in the last
traction,
8
but
years.
it's something they always bring up.
But I feel like people forget that we have rights, and you need to stand up for the rights that we do have because they're starting to slowly take them away.
Oh yeah,
And we as people need to stand up for ourselves and believe in the rights that we do have, the rights that are in our Constitution.
oh the
And
fucking
stand up for those.
I can't remember
Because
the
they're
name
going to
of the
start
thing.
telling you what you can and can't fucking do. And the government was never made to work against us.
Facts.
Or we work for them. They work for us. We put them in play to work for us. And people have forgotten about that. And I didn't want to make the rest of this episode about politics.
I just hope I get a really good social credit score.
But in reality, the
So I
government
can-
was
I
put
gotta
there
pay.
to work for the people. We put them in play. We hired them to work for us. And a lot of people have forgotten about that. That back of that shirt is dope, by the way. But yeah, I mean, it's just really sad that people have forgotten about that. And with the abortion thing, we have rights.
Mm-hmm.
So we have those rights if you want to have an abortion. That was given to you to make that decision. Don't let these motherfuckers tell you can't.
I mean, it's also down that the people are enforcing it.
Well, what they're enforcing is so long. Like if you find out that you're pregnant within a reasonably amount of time, not, oh, I'm 6 months fucking pregnant, I want to get an abortion. No, I mean, come on. That's a little ridiculous.
Oh, they're
You
saying
just got
none.
scared and wet feet.
There's states where there is no
Yes,
exception.
States.
Yeah.
Not as a country. We're not doing that, but state. Yes, Texas is one of them that are.
Do you tell that
Zero.
to the people who live in that state? They go, well, it's not the country, so you're fine.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying. I'm not. I know that's what it sounded like, but no, I'm not. I didn't mean it like that.
Yeah.
But what I mean as that goes on in a state, our country needs
There
to
you
stand up and let these states know that no, that's not the way it works.
Let me put it up there. Do it again. Do it again. Nice.
Yeah, our country as a whole needs to stand up and say, no, that's not how it works. Until you want to be on your own and get no government or any federal funding,
My butt hurt.
or you don't need anything from the federal and you want to be off on your own little state, which is Texas is trying to do.
Yeah.
You can't make those decisions until you are that state. And you don't need federal funding. I'm against that. I don't feel like if you want to have an abortion at a reasonable amount within a reasonable amount of time, that's your prerogative.
Yeah, there's a lot of reasons to have abortion, not just, oh, I was careless and I don't want this child. There's a lot of reasons.
Yeah, if a girl gets fucking raped,
well, that and like,
I mean,
there's girls
if
that
you're
will
out
die in childbirth because of like ovarian cysts that they didn't know they had.
sure.
And like there's complications.
I
The
think
baby's not
issues
growing right.
like that, I think, and they're proven, I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Fine, fuck it, whatever. But if you're out whoring around and you get pregnant, fuck you.
Yeah, that's
You're just a piece of shit. You should have used precautions.
But
There's plenty
the
of things
percentage
out
of girls that do that is relatively low.
It is. No, 100% it is.
But I mean, like, there's a lot of medical reasons to have one. You know, especially like if there's times where the kid's immune system starts attacking the mom and will kill the mom. You know, it gets fucking weird.
In all honesty,
and they're
we are the only animal that is controlled.
True.
When you have hamsters and they have babies, the mother or father will eat the fucking babies and kill them. Not necessarily all of them, but some of them, if not all of them. Dogs, when they are born, the parent will also kill them, not meaning to, or maybe meaning to. Every animal out there.
Well, you're thinking domestic, but in wildlife,
they kill, and in wildlife,
they regulate
kill
themselves. They and that's the animal kingdom, and we because we have
there's some things that we need to be controlled.
We have a developed frontal cortex that we decide that we are gonna just we're gonna regulate ourselves, and then we're also gonna regulate other animals like deer, kangaroos,
the reason,
fucking coyotes.
The reason why I knocked that over a while ago. The reason why they do that. The reason why they're wanting to take abortions to go away.
Oh no, not that. I didn't know you were.
The reason why they're trying to get rid of abortions is because people are having less kids nowadays, and the population is starting to like drop. Even though we're bringing in borders are wide open, whatever. Forget all that. But Americans are having less kids nowadays.
I completely agree with you that that is why they're taking these away.
So eventually what happens?
They're running out of worker bees.
Exactly. So once your population starts to stop producing, you're going to run out of money.
The industry is still growing. They need more workers. Like, and if you don't meet if there's not the same demand to meet the working industry, then you're gonna have a problem. And they say there's a work shortage, but there's not. You can still be replaced.
Some jobs are shortage, like
specialized.
We do have shortage on welders
because nobody wants to fucking work.
We do have shortage on electricians
because they don't want to fucking pay. See, that's the thing.
Well, no, the pay is there.
That would fix the thing. Is that
look, all these cocksuckers that bitched about minimum wage, and they shoot it up to $15 fucking an hour now. These cocksuckers still don't want to fucking work
because it's not enough.
Oh, it's enough for starting. It's enough for a starting.
No. We're talking grown people with families are trying to live off of this, and it's not enough
because they don't want to work.
$25 isn't enough.
Our government system,
bro. $25 an hour is not enough.
Our government system has been created it's an incentive for people not to work. You make more money sitting on your ass at home collecting off the government because that's what they want you to do. That was during
the pandemic.
Now.
I mean, there's people milking the system, absolutely. But the thing is that people can't afford to work, and if they're going to not be able to afford to work, why go into somewhere that's just going to make them miserable anyways?
What do you mean? Who
can't afford to live? I mean, can't afford to live.
But they're not even trying.
I don't know. They're finding another means. They're finding another
government system.
Why would you go work for an ungrateful corporation that will replace you in a heartbeat, and you just got to live every day knowing that you could be replaced at the drop of a dime for no reason and not make enough money to live? Why would you go choose that when you can choose something else?
There's plenty of jobs out there hiring at decent amounts. I've been honest. I'm not that I'm looking, but I've looked around. I've been looking around. Not that I'm leaving my company to go work somewhere. I've been looking for competitive pay. And if it's more than what I'm getting, trust me, I'm going in to talk to my company. But they've all been pretty fucking reasonable. And $25 an hour, it is reasonable to live now. Now, if you have a family of four, both parents definitely need to work. Yeah,
not how our country is structured. structuralized because like, you know, you got to factor in people have debts, people have medical debts, they have student loan debts, they have credit card debts, they have all these fucking bills because everybody wants a piece of their money in America.
You don't say nothing about school debts because people got themselves into that. People knew that they were going to have scholarships or school debt going to college.
Do you want me to tell you what the problem?
They knew they were going to have that, they knew how much it was going to be.
You want to know what the problem with that was?
I'm going to tell you what the problem with it. The problem is the interest rates keep rising.
Well, that's part of it.
So if you got a locked in interest rate, like, hey, this is what you need to pay, which a lot of times if you do talk to your lenders, they will knock down the interest rate.
No, they won't.
Oh yeah, they will. If you tell them, hey, look, I'm not going to be able to pay all of this, if you could just knock down the interest rate or freeze it where it's at now, a lot of times they will work with you. A lot of times they do.
What the big problem became was that, and myself included, is that we were promised that, you know, the golden apple, like, oh, you go to college and then, you know, you're gonna get a job, a career right out of this, making all this money. You're gonna have such a high standard of living and all that.
They do promise that.
They promise that, and at the end, you know, when I got out of college, I was promised that too, and I had work experience, but I didn't have enough. I didn't have enough work experience.
No,
and they didn't let me. They didn't want me because I was straight out of college because I didn't know enough. And then the people that wanted the college degree, I didn't have enough, you know,
years of experience.
Yeah,
a lot of problem is it's not your fault, and it's not people who go to college's fault. I mean, a little bit is their fault. They didn't do the research, and I know we make jokes about do the research. A lot of people don't do the research. They see the finer things in that stretch. Like, hell yeah, dude, I can go to college. I'm going to get a great degree. I'm going to be able to, you know, make $100,000 a year. I'm going to be set. Well, they don't do the research. Like, all right, how many jobs are out there for this degree? What's the top pay at some of these companies for this? What do I need to get into a company? That's the good thing about my company, and the shitty thing about my company is my company, they will take a college
you're
degree.
Thinking of people that go in for certificates, okay?
No.
Like
just degree.
Like, I went to Sanford Brown and I got my cosmetology license. Blah 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 blah.
No, a lot of times, like if you go, like say a Stanford, if you go to Stanford, you graduate. Yeah, your chances of getting a decent job are pretty good. But if people have to be hiring for that. For your whatever you went in for your degree, there's got to be people hiring for that. Mm-hmm. Like even like doctors and lawyers. We have so many doctors and lawyers.
But you don't know. But you don't know that until you go out there and you filled out 30 different job applications and you didn't get one call back. Like sure, you could see all the ads in the fucking paper, but you don't know they're not going to call you. You don't know what oh shit. They wanted 4 years of experience with this 4-year degree.
We have the internet now. You can look that shit up.
I'm talking like
there's research out there that you can look to see what kind
we're
of
talking past tense of people that have already graduated.
Well, sure.
That have been paying on these for 10. You got to realize some of these people are paying, they can make the minimum payments for 10, 15 years and they still owe the whole entire balance. Like that's the fucked up thing.
Well, a lot of these people, the degrees that they want to go after.
You sign up for a $20,000 tuition in 2005,
and they don't tell you that that's a year.
Well, yeah, in 2005, and then you've been paying on it since 2008, and it's 2024. And guess what? Now you owe $45,000 on that loan. That was $21,000 when you took it.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of times they do work. They will work with you if you call and say, "Hey, look, man, this is what I can get you. This is what I can afford."
You haven't had debt in a long time, have you?
And they will work with you.
Because
I know people that do this. I've known people that have called their financial people. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. I'm just saying they work with them.
I'm just saying that the chance of the company working, it's not going to work more often than it does.
No, but I mean,
Capital One, I asked them to go, hey, can I get put on a hardship program? And they told me to go fuck myself for 2 cards. I had 2 different cards with them.
Well, and they go, that's credit. They
go, fuck you.
Credit card companies are way different than school loans and shit. They're way different.
To a degree.
I mean, if you want to tie them all into the same, I mean, they do let you do that. But
debt lenders, like creditors. I mean, because they're credit cards are just, temporary. They're different forms of, loans per se. It's a line of credit.
Yeah, no, I don't get myself in that.
Yeah.
If I can't afford it, I don't get it. Yeah, I mean, that's the way I've always been.
Did I ask for lube after you ask? Oh, they said nope, you don't get that.
But a lot of these times, man, like
Kids
kids
got bought out.
nowadays, kids got to think about going into trade schools instead of going for a degree. Trade schools are going to pay you a lot more, and you're going to learn a trade. That's
the
gonna
lie
be,
that I was told.
Oh no. When you learn a trade is going to be around forever.
That's what people told me.
Electrician, you're always going to need an electrician. You're always going to need a plumber. You're always
That
going to
doesn't
need.
mean they pay more.
They pay very well. I mean, you go. I know a guy that lays concrete for over $30 an hour. Don't get down, fucking what?
Yeah. How long has he been doing that?
He's been working for one company for 5 years now.
No, I mean, like how long?
And altogether, he's been doing it for about 10 years.
Okay, that's a journeyman. All right, that's you.
That's what you go to
you
do.
Get out of
That's
trade
what's
school,
part of being in the
You
union.
get out of trade school. If you could get hired, you're going to get 18, 20.
You'll get hired coming out of trade school faster than you will with a degree. I know that for a fact. Which is sad to say.
I mean, that's not
because
that's
you
not,
spend all
that's
that
not-
money getting that degree. You figure you should be able to come out and get a goddamn job.
I mean,
You know what I mean?
I have an associate's degree in a trade, and I know how hard it was to get fucking hired.
But associate's degree, a lot of companies don't look at those anymore. They want something higher.
I'm talking back when they did, when it meant something.
So, you know as much as I do. The college nowadays don't mean shit.
Well, I mean, the fly
It
by
does,
night.
but it
If you
doesn't.
see it on TV, it don't mean shit.
No, they're sitting there telling you you could do this in 4 months. Why,
Oh, yeah.
why, if I can do that in 4 months, then why the fuck is this college saying I got to do it in 4 years?
Yeah. No, I have.
I mean, that's another thing. People fall into debt like, oh, I can do this in 4 months. Think about it.
That's
If there's a college that says it's a 4-year
Yeah,
fucking
don't go there.
degree, and this motherfucker's going to give you a degree in 4 months, you might want to look deeper into it.
Yeah. No.
That's the problem I have. And then like truck drivers, like motherfucker, have you driving in 6 weeks, motherfucker? No, you motherfucker better have this motherfucker driving in like a year or 2 years. Let him get experience before you put him out there.
Oh, they won't let you do that.
They used to be 18 with the guy that
would
drive over the road.
You'd be fucking terrified.
They used to be the safest fucking drivers. They're the worst fucking drivers out there.
Yeah, you would be terrified if you saw some of the fucking truck drivers I have and come across in my years of trucking.
just travel a little bit. You see how fucked up they
They're
are.
fucking idiots, dude.
I'm telling you.
If you see beads hanging from the fucking front visor, please go around that truck.
Well, yeah, I mean, you go to a trade school and get into the union. I mean, you're gonna make bank. I mean, you're gonna do pretty good. You're gonna learn something that is gonna be needed all the time. We're always gonna need air conditioning and heating. You're always, like I said, always gonna need electricians. You're always gonna need carpenters. Somewhere down the line, they're gonna be needing something built. You know what I mean? You're gonna learn a trade that we're always gonna need. We're always gonna need a welder to weld something. I mean, it's just nowadays trades are better than going and getting a degree. And you make more money in the long run. In all honesty, because you're going to start out in the union, you're going to learn and be a journeyman. And go
Unions
through
are
your apprenticeship and all that.
Unions are very, very few and far between. In my,
There's only like 2 good ones out there now.
there's like there is no like mechanic unions unless you go to a specialized place.
And there's machine.
It's very few and far between.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of mechanic shops are not. They stay away from unions because there's a lot of unsafe things that go into being a mechanic. There really is, and there's no.
Oh, I know.
And there's no right way to fix any of it. It's just if something's going to happen, it's going to happen. You can't be safe about it. These guys are probably about as safe as they are by turning the car off and not working on it while it's running. That's about as safe as you could probably get.
I've seen quite dangerous things in my years, and it's always fun because
I mean, and if you got bolts that you can't break loose,
fire,
you resort to another
fire
solution, and it's never the safe solution.
It's always fire.
It's never a safe solution.
Although now we got this wonderful technology that you just put a little coil on it and it heats it up with magnetic induction, and then it's
Look,
like
bro,
10 times
ain't
better
no
than
mechanic
fire.
shop using that.
Oh no! Those things are legit.
Unless they're like
legit.
okay,
They're legit.
that just sounds like phony.
No. They're actually legit. It's crazy because like You could touch the other end of the metal and it only heats up that thing. It's so much better than the old blue wrench.
I mean, you do gotta. You have to know how to use that though. You do have to use.
Well, yeah, you could melt any of it. Yeah, but
if you don't know what you're doing with a torch, you can fuck a lot of shit.
I remember, dude. It was one of my favorite tools. Is the blue wrench.
I use torches at work. I use torches at work all the fucking time, and I watch some people
plasma cutters too.
I watch people use it like new guys. Like, oh, I could do that, and I'm like,
you gotta really know that gas.
You go right ahead, bro.
Yeah, you gotta really know that mixture to get that good cutting torch.
And I'll walk past them, and I'm like, yep, you're about ready to cut into that fucking die, you fucking idiot.
It's like,
and I let them do it too, because I'm not gonna stop you. You act like you know what you're fucking
job
doing.
Security.
When you're not supposed to, these motherfuckers aren't supposed to be touching the torch, but they act like they know. That's on you, bro. When you get fired, fuck off.
All right.
Don't come crying back, and don't act like you said you didn't know what you was doing. Because if you didn't know what you was doing, you definitely shouldn't have been using the fucking torch.
Right.
Yeah, they don't understand that when you're heating something up and the dye itself is sparking, you need to move the fucking torch. and a cuttling torch, you need a saline torch. You need to be moving that motherfucker all the time.
I like the ones that come in and just start heating it up with the oxygen right out the gate. Just it's like. And then it just explodes and sparks.
All right, so ours are gas with oxygen, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So I watched this kid literally. Now, when you heat something up, what's the hottest flame?
The white part.
Blue flame. Blue or white or blue.
Yeah.
This motherfucker turns the torch on. Got this fucking 4-foot fucking orange flame, and he's sitting there.
Just a fucking black smoke.
Oh,
yeah.
Like a 4-foot black, it's just fucking smoke. And he's sitting there. I'm like, what are you doing?
Like, dude, you could taste that flame. Please change it.
I said, what are you doing? He's like, I'm heating this up. I'm like, you ain't heating shit up with that. He's like, yeah, I am. I'm like, all right, dude, I'll walk the fuck away from him. He ain't another guy that act like he knew what he was doing. Well, he don't work there no more, needless to say.
Yeah.
I'm like, if you don't know what the fuck you're doing, don't do it. Go get somebody.
No.
Everybody's willing to help each other out. I mean, my job has gotten a lot better. Everybody now that I work with, we're all willing to help each other out. Like if even if it doesn't even matter if I'm running something hard and somebody says, hey man, I need some help. I will stop what I'm doing, even though I might have the hardest job in the fucking plant. I will stop what I'm doing to go help him because I know by the time I get back, I'm going to have a mess, but I'm good enough at what I do to catch the shit back up. And we got a great group of guys now. A lot of them are young, but they're a good group, young, which amazes me because, we tell each other, we just help each other out. It makes everybody's job.
Tell each other they love each other in the locker room.
No, we all fuck with each other though. Like we are all a good group of guys. We can fuck with each other. We can talk shit to one another, and nobody gets butthurt. Yeah. Everybody. I mean, like for a man shop, for being in a shop, for the line of work that I do, it's a bunch of men, and I just left apparently. We finally got a decent group of guys in there.
Yeah.
That actually, one guy has a little hard time of showing up, but everybody else shows up. Kid, 21 years old. He had a hard time. He in the past he's had a hard time. He's doing a lot better now.
He just needs some help.
Yeah, I think that's all it was. Because I've talked to him and I'm like, bro, you need to start getting the fucking work, man. I like you. I wish you'd keep showing up, but you're going to get fired. You're not going to have a fucking job if you don't show up.
Yeah.
And it got bad. He got a 10-day layoff. And I had a couple more.
I ain't never been suspended from work.
Me neither. Me neither. But they fucked him good.
Oh,
I said, look, man. I said, I like you, dude. You're a young kid. You're capable of doing this fucking job. I know you're smart enough for it. I don't just go around telling everybody like, oh, dude, you're a good worker. I think you'd work out good here. I actually like you, dude, and I know that you can do a good job. I know that if you put your mind to it, you're gonna fucking do a good job. Well, he's been passed up by another kid started, which we call him Daddy's boy. He's the lead man's son. good kid, willing to work, bust his ass. He's leveling up faster than this other kid. The one that doesn't come to work. I was like, dude, if you start coming to fucking work and actually like showing like incentive that you like really gave a fuck, you'd probably start moving up a little faster. So he's gotten a lot better with that too. If I'm doing a dye change, he'll come over and be like, hey man, can I take the trim dye out for you? I'm like, yeah. If it needs to come out, and if it doesn't, I'll be like, no, it needs to go in. Just clamp that one up. Or if it's already clamped up, I'll be like, no, I'm good. And he'd be like, can I help you out? You know, setting up the dye. He's done a couple dye changes, so he knows how to do it.
How you learn?
So I'm like, yeah, dude, jump on in. He's like, well, I figure if Joe sees me over here helping you out, he might level me up. And I'm like, you're gonna have to level. You're gonna have to go over and help other people out too, man. Not just me, because he knows that you and I talk. He knows that you and I have had conversations about your ass needing to get to work, because I've told him, like, I tried talking to a man, telling him he needs to get his ass to work. So Joe knows that you and I talk. So you need to start helping other people out as well. And he's gotten a lot better with it too. So, and I thought I'd never say that I have an 18-year-old and a 21-year-old that work their asses off.
They're hard to find.
Oh, they really are. Especially daddy's boy. I don't know how the fuck I don't know who the fuck raised him. It sure the fuck wasn't his mom or dad, because the kid's work ethics and his mindset are fucking totally different. I mean, I don't know his mom, but I know his dad. And I mean, his dad's good. His dad's a good dude too. And his dad does his job very well as well. But this kid, he's just a go-getter.
Yeah.
For 18 years old, man. Well, he does also have a baby, so that has a lot to do with it.
Man, I need this check.
Hey, that's what he tells me. I'm like, what? I don't understand, man. Like, you want to go get everything. Like, you're a go-getter. And he's like, I got a kid and a family to support, man. I can't go back. I can't look any other direction. I have to go forward. I have to do this. And I'm like, motherfucker, most of the dudes I know that I knew at your age with a kid were fucking gone. They weren't even in a kid's fucking life. They were going like, fuck, that ain't my kid, and gone.
What up, Juggalite Jan? We touched on that a little bit earlier this evening. I don't know if anything else has popped off. We've been on here.
Yeah, we try not to get into any of that because we don't really know the whole story. We just know what's been out there on the internet. But
R.I.P.
What? No, it's JBX now.
But yeah, we did touch a little bit on that.
What is that?
We think it's kind of crazy, but
Hello, my name is Replicon Radio. Nothing fits well back there. I'm just going through things, trying to find something that fits or looks decent. None of them do.
Yeah.
Oh, what are you? I don't even know what you're doing.
I changed the background like 8 times in the last 20 minutes.
I haven't really been looking at it.
Oh, he's been flashing up.
You can't see most of it anyway, so it's like we were up there, but we were too big.
You know, Jen, I don't know if you know this or not, but we actually start the show like at 6:15
Central Time.
4 hours
Central
ago.
Time.
Yeah,
and we usually stop at 10 o'clock,
which is in 4 minutes, and I can't wait.
Yes, YETI is a cool dude.
Yeah, he is.
You need to go back and check out the replay with him on there.
For sure. We talk about lots of stuff.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Especially the lead up to it. The intro was great.
Look at that.
It was, right?
It's a football team.
That's nice. It's a football. That's a great logo that you got there in the background.
Mm-hmm.
All I see is black.
It looks like 2 sleeves. What are we looking at?
It's the arch.
Oh, nice.
You can't see the arch. You just see the 2 legs.
Oh, you're not doing it on the screen. My screen.
No, it's on the back. It's
back.
behind.
Yeah.
It's
Okay. Yeah. That's no wonder why I can't. I'm like, I don't see shit.
Yeah.
Behind you. You can't see it behind you? Behind us?
He's gone.
All I see is black.
Did you take it?
I took him off so you could see it better.
Here, hold on. Wait a minute. Here, there you go. Oh, that didn't work.
That just made me big.
Oh, we got there a moon back there?
There's an arch back there.
It's
the St. Louis cityscape.
Black silhouette.
Where the Replicon radio logo's normally there.
Oh, okay. I can see you fucking with it.
You saw something move.
Yeah. Well, I've seen it once you took me off the screen. I've seen something back there.
We start at
7 Eastern.
Facts.
Yeah, man.
I liked it when you were in here earlier with your burner account or whatever. It was a way cooler name, whatever it was.
That was Yeti's girlfriend.
No, she said something earlier. She
Oh,
said,
Yeah, she
wait,
was in
that's
here
I
with a
didn't see
burner.
that.
Yeah.
something toilet juggalo or something. It was funny.
I'm trying to go back to find it.
It's
I know
funny.
it's way the fuck back.
Yeah, I was like, fuck yeah, the toilet juggalo. That's fun. It's a fun name. We need more. She changed her last name. There's no more fucking P on the double D's or whatever.
Now you can't make that joke.
Yeah, now it just says JBX Art Movement.
Ugh. That has nothing to do with boobs.
Can't pee on these double D's no more. Juggalo Toilet Girl. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Way cooler name. Not that your name's not cool, but that's way. When you see that pop up, you're like, hell yeah.
Hell yeah, she did some crazy stuff.
Next week on the show, yeah, we have Dr. Giggles right there.
Dr. Giggles next Monday.
They call him Dr. Giggles because he giggles.
I don't know.
I don't know. Tune in next week to find out.
I guess I'll tune in next week to find out.
I know nothing about this man. I know he's been on a lot of stuff. His name came up a whole bunch of times, a few different episodes.
Is he a rapper?
Mm-hmm. Everybody's a rapper, bro. Come on.
Look at that stance. You gonna
I
tell
am
me that's a
not a
producer
rapper.
stance? No, that's a rapper stance.
I'm not sure what kind of stance that was.
That's a I'm leaning back, standing up stance.
That looked like I'm homeless holding my sign.
We come up every Monday
That's the
night,
same thing.
Jen, once a week.
That's right.
And if we do events in between, we go live
Every
sometimes.
Monday. Sometimes we'll be on Tuesday.
Yeah, we do the live
Yeah.
show once a week.
If there's
Other-
a holiday
other
on a Monday, we
contents.
might be on a Tuesday or something like
If
that.
there's a holiday on a Monday, you guarantee to get us on Tuesday.
But basically, just every Monday. Just we'll be here. You can't get rid of us.
Unless it's,
We come back like a bad
Subscribe.
case of herpes.
Watch all the other content.
you can ring that bell.
You
That
can
way you
ding
get
it.
notified every time we go live.
You can ring that bell.
You can become a member. We had 2 new members tonight.
Ring that bell.
You can become a member on YouTube. You can join our Patreon, which will get you into our Discord. You can buy merchandise, repliconradio.com. We'll take you to all those links.
Be a member on our YouTube because we got canceled and those all went away.
Someone did give us stars last week, by the way.
Oh shit!
We just it didn't
Just
do it.
afterwards or
No,
like
no.
it was during the show.
No, because it was Dylan Cartoon. I saw his comment, but it just looked like a comment. It didn't say it was special. But yeah, later it said you got 15 stars or whatever
Oh,
from
that's cool.
Dylan Cartoon.
Nice.
So it didn't do anything cool, unfortunately, but it was still appreciated.
Thanks.
All right, I guess that's it. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye.
Yep.
Same
All right, Jen.
Dino time, same Dino channel.
Hey, Merrill. All y'all. Peace out. We'll see y'all. Have a good week.
You gotta press the thing.
Myself.
I'm gonna press this thing.